CraftyChica.com. That's crafty with a C. Chica.
This is Logan Seeley live from Tombstone, Arizona, with another two-way football broadcast between the Tombstone High School Yellow Jackets and the Bisbee High School Pumas. And I'm here with my guest broadcaster, Marine Academy Defensive Coordinator Tristan Lohr. Tristan, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. First time doing this. Really excited tonight. Really excited.
Yes, sir. So this game is going to be brought to you by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community, the Ed Morse Automotive Group, formerly Lawely Automotive, now serving Cochise County. The Ed Morse Automotive Group, Sierra Vista, will be about supporting the community and giving you the best vehicle buying experience possible. We're committed to making a long-lasting, positive relationship with the community. Stop in today and experience the difference. The Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439. BARNETT'S Towing and BARNETT'S Propane, serving our community since 1963. The Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. Their new physical therapy department is now open in Hereford. Physical therapy clinics in Bisbee and Douglas also provide the highest quality of services to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Make an appointment with one of their doctors of physical therapy today at 520-432-6435. The Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In, proud to sponsor our local youth sports coverage. Come into Sonic every Wednesday for Wacky Pack Wednesday, where kids' meals are only $2.49 with no limit. Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, our #1 choice for pest control in Cochise County. Veteran owned and operated with your satisfaction, Mike's guarantee. On Facebook at All Pro Pest Management. Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper Landscaping for all your landscaping needs, serving Cochise County. Visit them on Facebook or call 520-456-8945. Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, now open Saturdays 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Sierra Vista Medical Group. When you experience an illness or injury, the Sierra Vista Medical Group is here. We are doctors, nurses, and caregivers who are dedicated to getting you back to the community you love, dedicated to helping you live your healthiest life. Connect with a provider today. Visit svmedicalgroup.org or call 520-263-3500. And last but not least, Saguaro Air Solutions, LLC of Sierra Vista. For guaranteed honest service, choose Saguaro Air Solutions, a locally owned and operated company offering heating and cooling system servicing, repair and replacement, plus certified duct cleanings. Call 520-699-4237 to learn about our limited time offer of $85 for furnace service, available during September and redeemable in October. Go to saguaroairsolutions.com. So this game tonight, this is going to have huge implications for the two-way playoff.
It is not too late to make a donation.
Bisbee can win the region with a win tonight. In Tombstone, they're still looking to stay into the region hunt.
Yeah, Tombstone, when I was looking at the rankings, it looked like they've been disrespected by the AIA.
And this could be your grandma and grandpa.
So they desperately need this win. They should probably be ranked higher than they are, but
make a donation.
Unfortunately, they're at where they're at, so they desperately need this win tonight. They look like they got a lot of seniors here, though.
Definitely. So, playing here my freshman year, a lot of these seniors were here. Some of them didn't play football their freshman year, and some of them did. So it's great to see all these seniors that I started my high school career with get ready to end their career on senior night here in Tombstone. And so I'm super excited to see what DJ can do and what some of the other seniors here tonight can do. And I'm definitely looking forward to see what Jemiah Wallace can do tonight. He's been a key part of their ground game for Tombstone this year. So I'm definitely excited to see what he can do tonight.
Yeah, Tombstone's got some studs. Bisbee's also got some studs. So
definitely.
I think this is going to be an exciting game. I've heard a lot about this Sebastian Lopez kid. I've never seen him play, but I think he's a Cochise County Athlete of the Year. Was that right last year?
Yes, sir. Best of preps.
So I know he can play a little ball from what I've heard. So I'm excited for tonight. It's going to be a good game.
So it looks like Bisbee's going to kick the ball off here to start. And this Tombstone return team's going to try to look and get something going. And they're going to field this ball at the 30. And they're going to try to go, and they're only going to get about 10 yards on the return.
Decent field position. Do they look like that at the 40?
Yes, sir. They're going to be right at the 41-yard line. And Tombstone's offense is going to take over, led by DJ Elias himself. None other than the man himself. And they're going to have, I believe, a sophomore, Jabari Thomas, playing receiver, playing running back, playing kind of all over the field for them tonight. So they're going to line up here in the power formation. And they're going to try to test this Bisbee run defense early. seeing as they struggled a little bit during Wilcox.
You know, I wouldn't be shocked if they try to start off big with a play action or something.
All right.
Nope, there it goes.
So there's going to be Jemiah to the near side, and he's going to be swallowed up
Smothered by the Pumas.
after gaining what looks like a yard and a half
That was Jemiah Walls.
by the Bisbee defense. And he's going to try to get something going all night. He's going to try to fight for yards, things like that.
No, he runs hard. He runs hard.
He's definitely one of the more physical football players I've seen in Cochise County. You know, I mean, we have some gems here.
Yeah.
We do have some gems, and that's why we do what we do, to kind of showcase some of these gems in the county.
He plays linebacker too, doesn't he?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, he's a good football player, tough football player.
Second down about 8.
So it's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, lining up in the power formation once again, motioning Hunter Griesmer across, and they're going to give the ball to number 2 on the right side.
Pick up a couple yards on the play.
And he's going to go down. He's going to go down a little hard.
3rd and 6.
And so now they're going to try to test this run defense a little bit and try to see what they can get going. See if they can run some play actions maybe later in the game, later in the drive,
Yeah,
and see what they can get going.
It's 3rd and 6 here, so are they trying to set up going for it on 4th? Are they going to try to get all 6 here with a play action pass or something?
I mean, seeing Coach Bonilla, he plays aggressive football and he coaches aggressive football. So it will be interesting to see whether they're going to go for it on 4th down here or not. So they're going to line up in the power formation once again. And this time they're going to motion Hunter Griesmer across to the other side. And they're going to run a play action pass, finding Hunter Griesmer on the far side of the field. And he's going to go down with a swarm of Bisbee defenders around him.
Yeah, that's a great call.
And that's what we were waiting for, running the power formation, waiting for the fake, waiting for the play action. That's what they did with the motion man.
Yeah, they got him to bite, got the linebackers to come up, had the open man in the flats. Great ball, great catch. Now they're set up to maybe get some points here on the first drive.
On the 32-yard line right now is going to be the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, whose offense looks like it's playing good tonight. And they're going to line up in the power formation once again. This time, no motion. A counter to Jemiah Wallace, and he's going to be swallowed up in the backfield.
Down about the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a good play by Bisbee.
I believe that's going to be number 60, Fabian Hernandez.
Yeah, that's a great.
And I believe, if I was looking at the stats right, that's going to put him at 100 tackles on the year.
Oh, wow. Good for that young man.
This kid has been a monster all year for Bisbee.
There's the mascot.
And it looks like stat-wise, the Bisbee defense is really matching what their offense has been putting out.
Yeah, that's I mean, they sniffed that play out. That was a great read. Was he a D-end over there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was a great read. Got off the block, sniffed
Second
the
down,
play
10.
out, made a great play.
So now they're going to line up with twins on the left side of the field. And he's going to take the snap and hand it off to Wallace again down the middle.
And right up the middle.
And he's going to try to fight for some yards. And he's going to keep going.
Gain
Not getting down until the whistle was blown. After the whistle was blown. And that's going to be a gain of about 5 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that's a great run, tough run. I'm actually kind of impressed with Tombstone
Beautiful
here
night for football.
with this power stuff. I honestly I didn't expect that from them. I know they're, at least from what I saw in the past, they're really about the passing and they got a great quarterback. But here they are power running this thing.
So they're going to hand it off to Wallace once again on the right side, and he's going to try to make him miss. And he's going to get tackled at the line, and there will be a flag on the play. And you can just see the power Tombstone's coming out with tonight for this rivalry game with huge playoff implications. And this is the game you want to be at in the county. We have Benson Wilcox. Boyne is going up to take on Marana, which is going to be a huge game for the 5A.
Yeah, there's a lot of big games tonight. This one, you got the Benson Wilcox, which is basically a playoff game, an early playoff game. And you got Marana and Boyne, and that's going to be really interesting to play the #1 team in the state, I believe. So, you know,
it's definitely going to show who Boyne is as a team. You know, we saw them hang up 70 last week against Desert View, and that's going to be a holding call on the Yellow Jackets. We saw them hang up 70 on Desert View last week. So their offense was rolling and their defense kept the shutout. So we're going to see what Boyne can do this week against what looks like the #1 team in the state. And that's going to be a high snap. And Elias is going to roll out. And he's going to try to make a man miss. And he's going to fumble. But he's going to get his own recovery. And that's going to bring up a long fourth down.
Wow, did they get the ball back?
Tombstone's going to have the ball back.
Man, they're very fortunate to get that ball back. You just got to, I know he's trying to make a play. I mean, he's a great athlete, but you just got to get rid of the ball in that situation. Especially you don't want to fumble that ball and give it back to them.
Exactly. You know, you risk giving the ball back in better field position than you could on a punt. And that's what could kill Tombstone here and give Bisbee a hope. So Tombstone's going to punt the ball here, and they're going to give this ball to Sebastian Lopez.
There you go. Let it roll.
And he's going to try to recover it, and he's going to come down the near side, and he's going to be tackled on the sideline by the Yellow Jackets. I believe that's going to be number 69.
Number 69.
And the Bisbee offense this year has been clicking all year. So we're going to see what the Bisbee offense can put together against a tough Tombstone defense who's been playing great all year.
Yeah, I mean, this Bisbee team, I hear they got a lot of weapons. I've seen some of their games online, and they got a lot of weapons. So one of the things that if Tombstone wants a chance in this game, they're going to have to contain that quarterback because that quarterback can run.
And so they're going to run the ball on first down. Number 1, he's going to get some yards, getting some chunks out of this Tombstone defense, and that's going to be a gain of 4. That's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Pumas. And I'm interested to see, like you said, Sebastian Lopez is a playmaker. Bisbee has some playmakers. And I'm interested to see what he can do tonight, whether they're going to run a pass-heavy offense, a run-heavy offense, or if they're going to try to keep it neutral and keep Tombstone's defense on their heels all night.
Yeah, I would expect them maybe running a little early like they did, trying to get the quarterback comfortable and then start letting him loose, getting him out, rolling out. There we go. Quick.
And they're going to run a toss on the far side. Number 1 for the Pumas is going to fight for some yards, and that's going to be a first down for the Pumas. On the far side of the field, number 1 for the Pumas running the ball.
Kind of a push pass, hasn't been used since the 40s.
And that's kind of what I'm expecting out of this Bisbee offense, getting chunk yards on the run. And then now I'm ready to see Sebastian Lopez's legs.
Yeah, they got a first down here, getting a little more comfortable. They might let him loose here soon.
And so now they're going to line up 1 out wide for the Pumas. And the score is still going to be 0-0 with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Try to unleash Sebastian Lopez. And he's going to throw it away. And the coach for Tombstone is going to catch the ball. But that's not going to get them any yards.
Yeah, he almost made a play. He broke containment there. Tombstone recovered a little bit, but he made the wise decision to get the ball the heck out of there so that they could, instead of 2nd and a mile, they got 2nd and 10.
More importantly, he saw the ball coming.
And it looked like he was going to break that tackle.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and he made a business decision there to just try to throw the ball away and risk losing some yards on the play. And there's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Pumas. And they're going to line up in the spread. And they're going to try to run this ball down the middle. And he's going to get stuffed at the line by, once again, number 69 for the Yellow Jackets.
Number 69.
Yeah, that's a great play by the defense. They sniffed it out. Great play by the DNs to not over-penetrate, to control those gaps, break the heels. That's what we try to teach as, defensive coaches, because once those DNs start feeling it, they like to get a little wild. But that was a great play by them.
And so Bisbee going to line up with a down back, and they're going to drop back to pass. And he's going to feel the pressure early, but he's going to keep going, and he's going to go down past the yard to gain, and that's going to be a first down for the Pumas using Sebastian Lopez's legs. And that's going to be a first down, a gain of about 12, 13 yards.
Yeah, just like that. They got after it. It's 3rd and long. They knew it was a pass, but he just waited for them to run right by him and just stepped up in the pocket and took off. That's You just got to control those gaps. And with a quarterback that can run, you got to make sure you keep him in front of you.
Definitely. That's going to be key to Tombstone's trying to catch a win tonight. And they're going to line up in the same formation. And they're going to run a pass play here. And Sebastian Lopez feeling the heat in the pocket. He's going to throw one deep. And that's going to be tipped and then caught by a Bisbee receiver. And that's going to be a huge gain for the Pumas.
That was actually pretty good coverage there by Tombstone, but that's just a great play. I didn't see who caught it, but that's a great play, heads-up play by that receiver downfield to just keep his eyes on that ball, track it, and make the catch for looks like maybe almost 30 yards or so.
And it looks like Jabari Thomas was there. He was in there on the coverage. He was playing the receiver's hands, and that's why he ultimately got the breakup on the original receiver. And then the Bisbee receiver was just able to make a football play and get the ball back. So this is going to be 1st and 10 for the Pumas, lining up in the same formation, 2 out wide, a down back.
1st and 10.
And they're going to motion this running back out, and he's going to hit him on a flare route, and he's going to get some momentum, and he's going to go. That's going to be number 1 for the Pumas. Multiple men trying to take him down, and that's going to be a flag, and that's going to be a holding on the Pumas. So that ball is going to come back.
I just got word that Miranda just scored a 60-yard run.
That's the yellow marker for those you confused.
For a touchdown, so it's 7-0 right now for that Boyna game.
So Miranda is on top on Boyna, 7-0 right now. And that's going to be an interesting game. Like we said before, it's going to be a true test to really the Boyna defense. They're going to have to cover Desmond Roebuck all night, the 3-star Washington University commit. And they're going to have a tough time trying to contain him all night. He's averaging over 105 yards receiving a game. But they're going to try to match him with their offensive firepower. They have Jaden Thomas, Elias Dyson, Charlie Price. They have some names on that field.
Yeah.
And that's going to be key to Boyna trying to catch a win tonight in Marana on senior night.
Oh, was it senior night?
It's senior night for Marana.
Okay.
And so they're going to line up with a stack receiver formation.
Right, here we go.
And they're going to motion their running back across,
20,
trying to use that stack.
And
number 1 is going to come in, and he's going to blow up this running back and then help him up. And that's a huge play coming back from safety, sniffing out the play.
That was truly a one-on-one
That is
play.
a great play by that guy. He read the run. A busy player. It looks like he broke containment, but that safety smelled out the play and came up like he was like Troy Polamalu. That was a great play by him.
And he's playing 15 yards back, reading out the play, following the motion. And you just know they watched film to see that play.
Yeah.
You know they watched film to see that play coming, and that's how he was able to make such a good read.
And
this is going to bring 2nd and 20 up for the Pumas, trying to fight between the sticks. And they're going to line up in the same stack formation with the trips. And they're going to have 2 out wide, nobody in the backfield, so it looks like they're going to try to air this ball out or run it with Mr. Lopez himself.
Do a fake here and a keep, maybe. There's the fake. Nope.
And he's going to go in, and he's going to chuck one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. When that's going to be a flag on the play. And I believe they're going to call that for pass interference.
Flag on the play.
Man, that was a great throw downfield.
And it looks like they're going to try to say he was a little physical before the ball hit the receiver's hands.
Going to be pass interference, looks like.
And I don't really know how I feel about that call. It looked like just great coverage.
Back there,
it's hard to see from here. It looked like they were both fighting for the ball, but either way, that was a pretty good throw by Sebastian Lopez.
That was a great throw.
Sideline, see what comes down.
It's unfortunate for Tombstone.
Glad to see everyone's participating in blackout tonight, except the sheriff. He wore green.
So this is going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Pumas after getting the pass interference call.
All right,
and now they're going to line up 2 in the backfield. That's going to be number 2 and number 1 in the backfield with Sebastian Lopez. And they're going to run the ball to number 2. And he's going to get met at the line and brought down by the Yellow Jackets.
Doesn't look like a first down.
But I believe that's going to be a yard short of the first down. And they're probably going to try to power this ball down the middle here.
Yeah, I'd imagine they're not going to try to get too fancy here.
All of it comes back
I think it's
into
3rd down,
Tombstone.
3rd and 1. Maybe a quarterback sneak. Maybe, I don't even know if they have a fullback here or not, but power right up the middle is what I'm guessing here. Try to bully Tombstone's defense.
They could even try to motion somebody across, get Sebastian Lopez open in the open field, and have him just miss some tackles. And that's exactly what they're going to do without the motion. But it looks like he might get the first down. He might have gotten the first down. And that's what he did.
And it's going to be
and that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Pumas inside the 20-yard line. So now they're in the red zone here, fighting for yards.
If you go to concessions, I recommend the
running outside, slip right back in, broke that tackle for the first down. It's a good play by that quarterback.
And this game so far has been nothing less than what I kind of expected, a shootout and a real defensive stand by Tombstone, not letting Bisbee get in the end zone early in the first quarter and kind of keeping them on their heels. And so Bisbee's going to line up, and they're going to drop back to pass. And Sebastian Lopez will find an open man, and he's going to try to get in the end zone, but he's going to be short. And that's going to be a face mask on the Yellow Jackets. It looked like he brought him down straight by his helmet.
Looks like when he caught it, he tried to jump right back inside, and when he did that, the defender jumped outside and just had to grab onto something to stop him from scoring that touchdown. So, yeah, it looks like that was face mask.
And it looked like they were just trying to do anything they could to stop Bisbee from scoring here. And so this is going to bring up 1st and goal for the Pumas
to the goal line,
inside the 5-yard line.
So we're going to bring up first down and about 3 to go.
So the Tombstone defense playing on their heels right now, trying to get a stop. Maybe they can force a turnover here. They've got 93 yards of field to work with, and they're going to try to roll one out. And number 1 for the Pumas is going to punch one in for the Bisbee Pumas for the first score of the night, and that's going to put Bisbee on top, 6-0. Bryson Meyer for the Pumas scoring with 1 minute and 43 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter in Tombstone, Arizona.
That's some good blocking by Bisbee. He had looks like he had a pretty decent sized hole there. He didn't even get tackled. So that's a good run by them.
And Bisbee's always kind of played physical football. And that's something they've been known for. And so this is going to be the first time in this matchup for the Bisbee head coach. The first time playing Tombstone as head coach. He was an assistant coach years before.
And the kick is
and that kick is going to be good. But there will be a flag on the play.
Oh, we got a flag on the play.
And that flag's going to be on the Pumas. So I believe they're going to make them re-kick here. Or they're going to try to go for 2 if their kicker doesn't have as much of a leg.
Well, it looked like he got enough of it on the last one. So I don't know, maybe.
In Cochise County, there's kind of a theme I've seen so far.
All right, that was an illegal move,
some of the kickers aren't drilling the furthest field goals. I'll just say that. We saw Benson lose because they didn't have a field goal kicker against.
If you're just getting here, you are
losing by 2.
Just letting you know.
And so kicking has been kind of a downside, and that's going to be another penalty.
And now we have a flag again.
And I hope this isn't like the Tombstone Bisbee game last year, where it's just flag after flag after flag, and that's going to be a false start on the Pumas.
Maybe they might go for 2 here now. They're pushing it back a little too much now.
And so it looks like the Pumas are going to go to the sideline and try to figure out what they're going to do here. And it looks like they're going to bring in their offense here, bringing Sebastian Lopez back on the field.
I mean, this is huge here.
And so they're going to line up, stacking the box here, getting one out wide in man coverage. And so they're going to go for 2 here from the 15-yard line. And he's going to roll out to pass. And there's going to be pressure. And he's going to fumble his own. And he's going to catch it himself. And that's going to be incomplete, but there will be a third flag.
Flag down, the ref's down, lots of people are down.
There's going to be a third flag. And if this flag is on Bisbee, Tombstone can decline it.
These extra points.
It was declined. And now we're going to go to a kickoff.
When you take points off the board, it's I don't know how close this game is, but when you take points off the board, it could
want to make sure
win or lose games here. I think
Mitchell
Tombstone's first
safe.
game was, what was it, 7-6 or something like that?
Yeah.
So those, I mean, these extra points can mean something. And they took
Not
1
many
point off
times
the
they
board.
get tackled.
And so there are going to be 78 people watching right now. This is going to be
That's a lot of-
the biggest game I've broadcasted so far, and this game is living up to nothing less than the hype it's been. So Tombstone coming out here on senior night,
All right,
down
we're gonna try
6-0
again.
with 1:43 left in the first quarter. And Tombstone's offense is going to get the ball back
Jackets are
after getting a punt, after punting the ball to the Bisbee offense and them scoring.
Yeah, Tombstone was moving. They're running the ball pretty good. They had a nice little pass, but then they started shooting themselves in the foot here a little bit. They got a hold, then they had a sack for a fumble. They were driving, but it was just a couple mistakes, and that kind of kills the drive.
All right.
And those are things you really can't afford playing this 7-1 Bisbee team, #1 in the region, undefeated in the
There's a
region.
kick.
Yeah, you can't afford that against
That's
a good
going
team.
to sideline,
He's gonna let it roll
and-
out. Yep.
And he's going to let that roll out of bounds, and that's going to be a flag.
So instead of the yellow flag, now we have the pink flag.
Well, again, Tombstone's going to have good field positioning.
But just remember,
And
the pink flag
that's something
means
they're
just
really
as
hoping
much
they
as
can
the yellow
capitalize
flag.
on now.
Somebody did something
They couldn't
wrong.
capitalize on it last drive. They started on the 35-yard line. And so now they're going to have to do nothing other than capitalize
And
on
bring
that
up
field
first down.
position if they want to try to stay in this game against a tough Bisbee team.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do
At the
here is go
35-yard
3 and
line.
out and give Bisbee the ball right back. Their offense is moving. You're going to want to help your defense out a little bit. They're
Change the ball.
going to need at least get a first down here for sure.
And so Tombstone, they're going to line up like they're stacking the box once again.
All right, if you're sitting in the stands and you're on your phone, put it down. Watch the game.
And so Tombstone's going to stack the box here, leaving Jabari Thomas one-on-one in man coverage. And they're going to run the ball.
And gonna be brought
And
down
he's going to
by the
get
line
tackled
of
at the line by the Bisbee defense. And this Bisbee defense is playing tough up front.
I just got word that Miranda's now up 14-0 on Buena.
14-0, Miranda on top, and I believe that's still probably the first quarter.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I mean, again, they're playing the #1 team in the state, so it's going to be a tough game for Buena, but hopefully they can pull something out.
And, even if they can't pull out a win, it's going to kind of place them where they're at
Here we
in
go.
5A and
Second
decide how much of a powerhouse they are going into the playoffs.
And we have
And that's going to be a flag. And I believe that's going to be false start on Tombstone.
look like an illegal procedure against the Yellow Jackets.
And so something you can't really see on the broadcast is these Bisbee players have the captain patches on their jerseys. And so you can see who's going to lead this Bisbee team and
All right,
who's going to be
still
taking
second
hold
down
of this
and
Bisbee team when
a little bit further
adversity
to go.
hits tonight. And so they're going to run the ball with Jemiah Wallace, putting a move in the backfield, and he's going to make a man miss and then get swarmed up. And you can see number 60, Fabian Hernandez, jumping on top of the pile, but there will be a flag.
Gonna be a flag on that play.
And so far, I believe that's 7 flags tonight,
Yeah.
just in the first
They're
quarter.
starting to pile up here. The quarter was moving right along until we got these last minute and a half, and now we're delaying. Oh,
Face mask
Face
on
mask.
the defense.
And so that's been 4 penalties on Bisbee. I believe 5 penalties on Bisbee.
well,
And that's a killer.
yeah, well, that's going to help Tombstone a lot because
All
Tombstone's
right,
in
there's
trouble
less
here.
than a minute to go in the quarter.
They had a illegal formation, backed them up 5 yards, couldn't get anything on the runs, and now Bisbee.
Coach Benet and his staff have been working hard
it
all
looks
week,
like they got him a
so
first down.
they are ready for the situation.
So now
First down.
Now they're
at the
they're reset.
Tombstone
Now they can relax a
46-yard
little
line.
bit and
For
just
your math
focus in
majors,
here
that would be
and
the
maybe make a play.
54-yard line.
And so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. DJ Elias taking the snap. They're going to run the option, and he's going to keep it, but he's going to get tackled in the backfield.
And
that's gonna be a loss of about
line of scrimmage almost.
4 for the Yellow Jackets, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 14 here.
That was a great play by the defense. Had him contained. Shed the block. Tombstone's got to help their quarterback.
All
a little
right,
bit.
there is a black fanny sack or a small
Their
purse
line is just not helping him out
left
right
in the
now,
bleachers. I cannot wait
So
to see what is in.
They're going to move the ball up a little bit, and that's going to bring up 2nd and
Anybody
12.
claiming it? If not,
And so the Yellow Jackets, they're going to try to
Proceed.
force a man
Open up
coverage
afterwards.
kind of situation here. And they're going to run this ball with Jemiah Wallace down the middle, and he's going to get back to the sticks. And that's going to be another flag.
Holy cow.
All right, we found the owner. Man, I was so close to seeing what was inside.
And so these flags are just going to continue to pile up all night long.
That's the end of the quarter, too.
And there's the quarter at the horn.
And this reminds me of the Tombstone Bisbee game last year. Obviously, we had, some issues coming late in the fourth quarter, and that prolonged that game to be about 3.5 hours long.
Yeah, I heard that was an exciting game, though. But I think Tombstone got the win last year, right?
That's the end of the first quarter.
But, Bisbee, I mean, they're probably most likely going to be the region champs, even if they lose this game. All they got to do is win next week, and they're still going to be region champs. So you look at it and you go, well, they maybe don't want as much as Tombstone, but they definitely want revenge from last year. So even without that, Tombstone needs this game more than Bisbee, but I guarantee you Bisbee wants it just as much as they do. They want that revenge game.
Yeah, Tombstone went into Bisbee last year, beat them in Bisbee at Warren Ballpark, and Bisbee was fired up after that game. On social media, there was a little war between Bisbee and Tombstone that many people may not know about. And that just really taps into the rivalry between Bisbee and Tombstone.
Yeah, you never want to lose to your rival. That's for sure, especially when you're at home.
Definitely.
Appreciate cool.
It's funny you mentioned earlier that Bisbee's, they're a tough team, physical team. Back when I played, Bisbee was completely different than they were when I played because that's all they were. Like now they throw the ball, they got a great quarterback, they've got these receivers. Back when I played, I think they might throw the ball 3 times a game. They just had these big linemen, and they would just power run that football over and over and over again. And now they're just got speed. They didn't have that back when I played. So, but yeah, they've always had that physicality to them.
Yeah, and so Bisbee, they're under a first-year head coach. It's his first time head coaching in this rivalry, playing in Tombstone. And so I'm kind of expecting a lot out of him. He's led his team to a 7-1 record right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's done a heck of a job, especially first year. I think what they go last year, 5-5, somewhere around there.
They barely missed the playoffs.
And then he takes over the program the next year, and then they're sniffing this region championship. So that's great on him.
Yeah, he's definitely looking like a great coach. And he had the groundwork laid out for him. He had the players in the program, and he only has Sebastian Lopez for 1 year. And so I think he's going to try to capitalize on having him for this year and try to go and get themselves a ring.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I totally forgot Sebastian is a senior, right? So yeah, I mean, looks like he got every bit of what he needed out of him, right? It looks like he definitely got him where they want to be. What is happening here?
So it looks like they're going to spot this ball on the flag from switching the quarters. They're going to move this ball up. And so this score is going to be 6-0. The Pumas on top to start the second quarter.
The bacon was well cooked.
Bisbee on top.
Well, maybe
all right, we're going to bring up
maybe Tombstone can settle down here.
And I'm expecting Tombstone to kind of try to march down the field, try to use their run game. But it's going to be 3rd and 9, so they're going to have to try to possibly air the ball out a little bit here.
Yeah, I'd expect them to throw it here. Maybe set up a screen pass, something easy, get the defense to
figured out.
Penetrate or something.
And that's going to be a hard feat. I mean, they have Fabian Hernandez on the end, and he's a baller. I mean, I've seen him in the offseason. He's done some workouts around me, and that kid's a stud.
Yeah, this Bisbee D-line, they got some speed. They're playing smart. It's a tough squad, no doubt.
And so now they're moving the ball back. It looks like they had maybe the wrong spot after the penalty.
All right, so now it's what?
It's going to be 1st down, I believe. That's what the markers say. 1st down, so that could change up the strategy for Tombstone here a little bit.
All right, so never mind. Forget everything we said.
Officials will get us.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
1st and 10 about the.
And so we're going to have the commissioner out here tonight.
Pumas,
and that could explain why these flags are going. So that's going to be number 2, Kobe Jones, going straight through the middle. of this Bisbee defense.
The old fullback run, man, I love it. You don't see any fullbacks anymore nowadays, but that's just quick, boom, hit that hole and go. And he ran hard there and set up a manageable second down here, so they might even attack him here, maybe set up play action, shoot it deep. Why not? You only need a yard.
Yeah, so now this offense is going to be in DJ's hands, trying to get them the first down. They have a little bit of a cushion.
There it is.
So that's exactly what they're going to do, run a play action, and he's going to feel the pressure, and he's going to find a receiver, and that's going to be incomplete. And it looked like that ball was uncatchable. The receiver looking for the flag, but there's no way he was catching that ball.
Yeah, I mean, that was, Bisbee had great coverage. The biggest thing there was Tombstone not getting sacked. Looks like it was possible that he was about to get sacked. That'll just mess up everything, but that was great coverage by Bisbee. And now it's 3rd and 1, right?
Yeah, 3rd and 1.
So maybe try that fullback run again, maybe a dive, but you're going to need that first down.
So that's what they're going to try to fight here for, is going to be the first down. And this ball's going to be on the 35-yard line, so Tombstone is in Bisbee territory. And that's what they're going to do, run with the fullback, and he's going to try to fight for the first down. And it looks like that's going to be a first down. And that's what it looks like. And that's exactly what they're going to give him. They're going to give Tombstone this first down. And I wonder what the defensive coordinator was thinking. You know, we can call the play up from up here.
Yeah.
And so I wonder why they didn't stack the box, expect to run up the middle.
You know, maybe they're expecting a quarterback sweep or something, try to get outside. I don't know, but my gut feeling was they're going to try to punch that thing inside. I don't know who that fullback is, but he's running pretty hard right now.
Kobe Jones, so he's going to be a senior.
Oh, he's a senior too. Okay.
And he didn't play his freshman year, and then I believe he came and started playing his sophomore year. So he's a huge part of this Tombstone offense, as we can see. So they're going to run it to Jemiah Wallace, and he's going to get tackled by the shoestrings by number 10 for the Pumas.
That's a good play by 10. Again, Tombstone's just gotta get their hands on these guys and drive their feet. Bisbee's D-line is kind of having it their way. You know, I mean, they're kind of doing what they want right now. So
I see 2 young ones.
And so this is going to be 2nd and 8 for the Yellow Jackets, down 6-0 with 10-11 here in the second quarter, and the clock is going.
No popcorn.
And so they're going to line up with Kobe Jones
All right, here we go.
and Jemiah Wallace in the backfield. And he's going to roll out to pass, and he's going to find a receiver. And I don't know if that was going to be enough for a first down. And now Tombstone's going to be in the red zone here for the first time tonight.
That's a great play call. I like that play call a lot. Play action, make it quick, because these DNs, this D-line is getting after it. That quick fake, roll out a couple steps, boom, hit him on that curl route, wide open. That's a great play call there.
All right, here we go.
So this is going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets here. And they're going to run it with Jemiah Wallace, trying to make a move and get to the outside, but he won't be able to. And the Pumas defense is going to be there, and it looked like he gained about 5 yards maybe.
That's one of the best runs with the running back they've had all night. So that's Tombstone's rolling here. I don't know if Bisbee's getting a little tired, but they're starting to move the ball here. I'm gonna expect Bisbee to try to stop this run nonsense. Maybe start putting people in the box here.
But as a defensive coordinator, what do you do when you start stacking the box and you have a quarterback you're trying to play against like DJ Elias who can just throw the ball?
Well, I mean, one thing, there it is, play action.
And they're going to get after him, and that's going to be a sack. Fabian Hernandez and number 10 for the Pumas in the backfield. And that's going to be a sack, and you can see DJ's fired up.
Yeah, that's something that can't happen. But once again, that's a great play by that Bisbee D-line, man. They are just tenacious.
3rd and long.
They're coming after. As soon as he fakes that ball, as soon as he steps back to pass, he's got someone in his face immediately. So, I mean, this D-line is just nonstop. But that sack, that can't happen on that drive. I remember, I forgot where I heard it from, but some NFL player said something like the statistics were if you get sacked once on a drive, you score. Offenses score only 30% of the time.
And so now they're fighting the 30% here, and they're going to try to pass the ball again. And he's looking to do something with his legs, and he's going to find Jemiah Wallace, and that's going to be incomplete. And the whole crowd stood up. You lost sight, but he tried to reel it in with one hand and get the foot in. But it looks like he couldn't reel that in.
Yeah, I mean, that, again, that defensive line, immediate, had pressure right in his face.
Left in the game.
And he contained him pretty well. He had a beat on him. That's a pretty, he's pretty quick for a big guy. He wasn't going anywhere, and but that was actually a pretty good throw. They just couldn't connect.
Go get you a burger before they're sold out.
And so now they're going to be facing 4th and about 15.
Bonilla burger. The true burger.
And the Yellow Jackets are going to try to have to get a first down here, gain 15 yards, so it looks like they're going to probably try to pass. And that's exactly what they're going to do, pump fake, and try to throw a deep ball to Jabari Thomas, and he's going to catch it on the sideline, and he's going up over the Bisbee defender, and he's going to catch a touchdown pass and even out this score here in the second quarter.
That is a great play. I don't know what else to say about that. Again, I mean, I was saying earlier, don't stack the box, stop this run, and when you do that, you're one-on-one, that's what happens. If you got a great receiver, a good quarterback, and it can make plays like that, I mean, it's tough to stop. That was good coverage by Bisbee. That's just a better play by the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. And if they get that extra point, here it is. Bisbee took a point off. Tombstone might take the lead.
So that's a huge play, and that's going to be blocked. And that's going to even out this score 6-6 for the Yellow Jackets with 7 minutes, 38 seconds left on the clock here in the first half. And that was a huge play. There's nothing you can really do as a defender to stop that. I mean, that just comes down to having an aggressive on the ball receiver and a receiver that can go up. And that kind of reminded me of a senior Tombstone had last year, Malachi Keller.
Oh, yeah, that kid was a ball player.
And so that's an underclassman making that play. I believe he's a sophomore.
Oh, really?
And so they're going to have him for another 2 years after this.
Yeah, so they're going to – Tombstone's going to be all right for the next couple of years then.
And so they're going to lose DJ Elias. Well, and they're going to lose Jemiah Wallace.
Yeah.
But they've got a bright future in number 3, Jabari Thomas.
One thing I will say is Tombstone took about 4.5 or 4 minutes off the clock there, and that's huge because you got a quarterback on the other side that can score at will, it looks like. So that's big for Tombstone.
So now Tombstone's going to kick this ball off to the Bisbee offense. And this Bisbee offense has really high expectations tonight.
All right, let's see.
And he's going to field it, and they're going to run a reverse to Sebastian Lopez, and he's gone. He's gone. He's going to score.
Is that Sebastian Lopez?
That's going to be Sebastian Lopez.
On kick return. Wow, quarterback on kick return.
Playing with some of the Yellow Jackets on his way to the end zone. And that's a quarterback on kick return, like you said.
There was a reverse.
And it looked like the reverse play. Everybody bid on it besides Jemiah Wallace, and he just couldn't make the tackle.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great play by Bisbee, but Tombstone, what's the one thing that Bill Belichick always says? Do your job. And they just didn't do their job on that one. So they all bid on it, didn't have contain, and that's what happens, especially with an athlete like that. When you're one-on-one, it's probably not going to be good.
An opportunity to get their
and it looked like the Yellow Jackets were just completely lost. Everybody was stuck in the middle. It was just him one-on-one with Jemiah Wallace on the sideline to break it free. And then one more Yellow Jacket came, but it was way too late.
All right, looks like Pumas lined up for...
So the Pumas are going to line up to go for 2 here.
For 2.
And they're going to try to make the score 14-6 here.
There's the snap.
And so Sebastian Lopez is going to draw back, rolling out, scrambling around the pocket. He's going to find wide open receiver. And that's going to make the score 14-6. The Bisbee Pumas on top.
It's 14-6.
And now the Yellow Jackets offense has to come back onto the field. And we didn't even get to see the Pumas offense last drive.
That was a 2-point conversion. That was a great play call by Bisbee.
And so now Bisbee's going to be on top, 14-6, 7:24 left in the quarter. And you just talked about how the Yellow Jackets offense took 4 minutes off the clock, and Sebastian Lopez took 4 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, they kept that quarterback off the field, but I guess that kid's so athletic. He said, "I don't care. I'm on kick return, so I'll just score in one play anyway." So.
And I've heard all the hype about Sebastian Lopez. I played against him when I was younger, and now he's 2 feet taller, 2 seconds quicker on his 40.
Yeah. Has he got any offers? You know, is he going to play college ball anywhere?
So as of right now, I'm not completely sure. I know the other day he got an opportunity to go play for a JUCO in California.
Okay.
Now here's the
And so
question
if he
for
can
you.
take that,
Do you go
he can
down
make
to Bisbee or do you
progress
go up
through
to
college,
Bisbee?
possibly go up to a Division I school, Division II school, and then really make a name for himself.
Okay. He plays basketball, I heard, right, too?
He is a great basketball player for the Pumas as well.
Down or is Bisbee up?
He's kind of an all-around player, and I believe he plays baseball too.
All right, here we go. There's a kick.
So the Pumas are going to kick the ball off here,
Squib kick.
and the Yellow Jackets, Jabari Thomas is going to
fake
field.
reverse.
And now they're going to try to do the same play. And Bisbee's smarter, and they're not going to fall for it.
Nice gaining there by the Yellow Jackets. Now it's going to be almost to the 34-yard
Yeah,
line.
they didn't bite.
Because if you think about it, Bisbee's south.
I actually
but
thought he
that's a
faked it.
higher
I thought he
elevation.
kept it and faked it.
I did too.
but
I thought he was going to fake it, and had he would have faked it, he probably would have
He
scored.
probably would have had a better shot because
So then the next pondering question is
looked like
Bisbee
everyone was
nosebleed
Bisbee was
section?
overloaded on the left side of the field.
All things to think
And
about.
so Bisbee, Tombstone trying to run the play, Bisbee scored on, and they can't run it as well against a tough Bisbee kick return team, or kickoff team. And so now the Bisbee defense is going to take the field. The Yellow Jackets scoring last
All
drive.
right, I see somebody else got some popcorn. Took my advice. It's worth it. All right, here we go. Yellow Jackets.
And so the Yellow Jackets are going to get the ball right now down 14-6. And they're going to run it to Hunter Griesmer. And he's going to make a man miss. And then he's going to get to the outside. And it looks like he's going to gain about 5 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for the Yellow Jackets. And that's going to be a big play, taking chunks out of the Bisbee defense.
I ran the
Second
jet
down.
sweep, got a little space, cut right back
Do
in.
like to
Good block in that
thank all of
time.
the Bisbee
Set up for second and manageable.
spectators coming.
And so now the Bisbee defense is trying to fight against this power run team for the Yellow Jackets. And it looks like they haven't really been able to stop it. They've gotten some good plays here, big plays there. But they've really been able to stop the pass, and that's what I've seen tonight.
We go motion again.
And so they're going to run it with Jemiah Wallace, and he's going to get tackled at the line. And maybe I spoke too soon. He's going to get stopped right at the line.
Yeah, they sniffed it out that time.
Little gain on the play.
And so now the Yellow Jackets are going to gain what looks like 3 yards, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Wow, I didn't. From
The
here, it looked
cheerleaders
like
have
he
been
didn't
working
get
hard,
much of
and that way the
anything.
competition
It looked like he
was
maybe
swift,
got back
so
to the line if he was lucky.
We want to wish them the best
I
there.
guess he fought for some extra yards after he got hit. So now we
They'll
got
be doing some stunting.
3rd and 1, it
They've
looks
even
like.
enlisted a few boys to help out.
So now the Yellow Jackets are going to try to more than likely run this ball down the middle. Once again,
Might try that.
Bisbee's going to have to stack the box here.
Third down.
Oh, what was that? Oh, there we go.
And so now that's exactly what they're going to do.
Movement up front.
I couldn't tell that was false start or not.
It looked like maybe he just jumped the snap, and maybe the ref saw him jump
A
the
first
snap.
down.
And now the Yellow Jackets aren't going to get a first down with that linebacker jumping the snap. And that's just great timing by the linebacker if they didn't throw that flag to jump that snap like he did and make us think he went offsides.
Yeah, he read it pretty good, but unfortunately,
All right, first
not good
down.
enough, I guess, because
Like I
Tombstone
said,
got the
Yellow
first
Jackets
down.
know how to
So.
score.
And so Tombstone powering
their
this ball
home
down the
turf.
middle when it's 3rd and short,
Coach Bonilla
and
is
Bisbee
prepared
can't
to
really do anything about it.
Yeah.
Coach True, Coach Downing.
We'll see here.
All the coaching
Oh,
staff.
there's a
And so
mix-up
there's going to be
there.
a play action,
Wide
and he's
open.
going to find a wide open receiver, and that's going to be dropped by Andrew Griesmer, number 22, the senior,
Across.
part of the twin duo that Tombstone has up here, Hunter Griesmer and Andrew Griesmer.
Oh, wow, they're actually twins?
They're twins,
Oh,
and
that's
so
funny.
they came in late my freshman year to start playing, and they made an immediate impact, and Andrew Griesmer just can't reel that one in.
Yeah, Bonilla had a good play call there. He schemed him wide open. That was a great throw. He's got a laser, man. That ball just whips right out of his hands, dude. Unfortunately, just
All right, here we go.
hits him in
Second
two
down,
hands and he
second
drops it.
And so it's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. And they're going to run a misdirection to Wallace. And he's going to go down the middle. And he's going to gain a first down. He's going to keep going. He's going to carry 4 Puma defenders, and there's going to be a first down for the Yellow Jackets. And it's getting chippy out here.
That's a great run. Has Tombstone's offense been like this all year? Because this kind of reminds me of Wilcox's offense, where we're under center, really tight, and you got a lot of misdirection going on. He faked that ball, gave it right back to the running back, and getting Bisbee mixed up.
And I know the first few games, Tombstone was really hurting. They were missing their quarterback, DJ Elias. And so you know that hurt the Tombstone team, and it hurt their offense, their defense, their special teams. But now he's back, and it looks like he's back, leading this offense. And this is going to be 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. And they're going to run it with their fullback, and he's going to go to the right side. And that's going to be number 2 for the Yellow Jackets. Once again, he's picked up first downs, and now he's picking up chunk yards.
They're running the ball. One thing that you don't want to happen as a defense is you do not want these 6-yard runs, 4-yard runs, 5-yard runs, 7-yard runs, and 3-yard runs. And 5. You just don't want it to stack up like that, because you're just going to get tired. And then when you get to the 4th quarter, it's just going to be a lot easier to run the ball. So Bisbee's going to have to tighten up here.
Yeah, and so that's going to be a timeout called by the Bisbee Pumas. And so this timeout is going to be brought to you by the Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community.
The Tombstone Lions Club.
As well as the Ed Morse Automotive Group, formerly Lawely Automotive, now serving Cochise County. Ed Morse Automotive Group will be about supporting the community and giving you the best vehicle buying experience possible. We're committed to making a long-lasting, positive relationship with the community. Stop in today and experience the Ed Morse Automotive Group difference.
Go visit them.
And so now the Yellow Jackets are going to take the field once again.
I'm seeing that Wilcox right.
Sitting on the
Benson Wilcox game right now. Wilcox is up 12-7 right now on Benson in the 2nd quarter. So that looks like it's a pretty close game as well.
And so we've got close games all around Cochise County.
I haven't heard anything on the Marana-Buena game in a while, so I'm not exactly sure where that's at right now.
So there's going to be 2nd and 2 for the Yellow Jackets once again. And that's going to be a flag on the Pumas, I believe. The Yellow Jackets clapping. And so that's going to be offsides on the defense. And that's going to give the Yellow Jackets a free first down.
Jeez,
and punch them into the red zone.
Yeah, just some costly mistakes here by Bisbee. Tombstone was making them earlier on their first drive, and now it looks like Bisbee's giving them giving it back. The score right now is 14-6. Bisbee's up.
With 4 minutes, 37 seconds left, and they're going to run it with the fullback once again to the right side. And it looks like he's going to gain another 5 yards.
I don't see a signal.
Oh, here we go.
Yep.
And I believe that's going to be a gain of 5, and that's going to put Tombstone on the Bisbee 15-yard line. And now they have some room to work with. They're in a spot where they can pass the ball, they can throw it deep, give their receivers another possible jump ball, but they can also just continue to power this ball down the middle.
Yeah, I mean, their one touchdown was that great catch by that receiver, but when you're running the ball for these little chunk plays here, I don't know if you want to
support the senior
stop
class?
doing that.
Score for cash,
2nd and 6,
$25 a touchdown so far.
So it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Yellow Jackets. And they are going to stack the box here. Rolling out to pass. And he's going to try to find the same receiver, but he's going to find some room on the sideline. And he's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to be a gain of about a yard. Maybe 3 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Yellow Jackets here.
Yeah, that was, again, every single time Tombstone drops back to pass, especially with that play action. It looks like Bisbee is right in his face as soon as he gets on that back foot, and he's just got to run and try to make a play. So Bisbee's got constant pressure on him right now.
14 for a touchdown.
And so now Tombstone, they're working inside of Bisbee's 15-yard line, but it's also 3rd down. So now they're going to have to fight and get some yards. And they're going to run it with Jemiah Wallace, who's going to try to do just that. But it looks like he's not going to be able to, and that's going to bring up 4th and what I believe is going to be 4th and 2 for the Yellow Jackets here.
So you got, Bisbee did a great job on that one, sniffed it out.
That'll bring up 4th down.
And that's going to bring up 4th and 4.
What's Coach Bonilla going to do?
So I'm imagining they're not kicking it because I haven't seen a field goal in 2A yet or in 1A.
The Yellow Jacket is out there.
I don't know if you want to. It's 4th and 4.
Give it all
I
they've
don't
got.
know if you want to do a play action under center just because I don't know if the defense is necessarily going to buy that. You're going
Otherwise,
to try
you
to run
couldn't
the
ask for
ball
better,
up
right?
the middle for 4 yards on 4th down.
All right, somebody else went to concessions.
Well, here they go. They're under center, so we'll see.
So this is going to be a weird position to be in for the Yellow Jackets, and this is going to be 4th and 5, and they're going to play action pass, and DJ's going to try to find an open man, and he will! And Andrew Griesmer getting the touchdown for the Yellow Jackets, but there will be a flag, and it looks like it could be a holding call on the offense. And you can see the Tombstone coach shaking his head, visibly upset, and that's going to come back. And that's going to be a flag on the Yellow Jackets, a holding call, so that touchdown is going to come back.
Holding against Yellow Jackets.
Man, that's a great play by that quarterback. Great throw, rolling out right, under pressure. That was a laser in the back of the end zone. That receiver snuck back there. The DB got lost somewhere, but those holds, man, they're killers.
Bringing up 4th down.
And so now Tombstone's going to have to fight not only to get between the sticks, and that's not even in their concern right now. They're going to have to get in front of the sticks, past the sticks, and try to get a 1st down on 4th and 12.
All right.
Yeah, that's a tough ask. It's
Coach Bonilla and his staff have done an outstanding
you got
job.
2 minutes,
This is
42
no
seconds here, so Bisbee's itching to get the ball back, try to get some points before this quarter's over.
So now Tombstone, they're going to probably pass the ball here, motioning their man in for protection. They're going to run a fake dive. And I don't know what that play goal was, but Elias is going to break loose. And he's going to catch this ball. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Yellow Jackets. DJ Elias breaking the tackle. And it looked like he was going down, but he's not. And that's going to be a touchdown on the tip. And that's 2 tip balls he's seen tonight for completions.
And I'll tell you what, I don't know if they got some magic over here on the Tombstone sideline, but that is 2 miracle deep throws
Told you, don't count
on both touchdowns.
All right, those you support
the likeliness of both of those touchdowns happening were probably less than 10%. I don't know. But here they are just making miracles happen. That quarterback from Tombstone, man, he's something special, dude.
So that's going to make the score 12-14. Bisbee on top with 2 minutes, 33 seconds left here in the first half.
All right, we're going to go, looks like we're going to line up.
And the Yellow Jackets are going to have to go for 2 here.
They go for 2.
So they're going to spread out the receivers.
There's a snap.
And that's going to be a fumbled snap, and Elias is going to try to do what he does best and escape the pressure, but he's not going to.
Just too many.
And Bisbee's going to clobber him up.
We're there.
So that's going to leave the score at 12-14. The Bisbee Pumas are on top of the Tombstone Yellow Jackets right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's one thing that you got this D-line that's like right in your face. You need to snap it. The last thing you need is a high snap. Give the defense a little more time to get to the quarterback. So that's tough, but that's a great play by Bisbee.
So now the Yellow Jackets are going to have to use their defense to fight against the Pumas offense, who's shown that they can score in less than 2 minutes, 33 seconds. And I'm sure having the offense they have, a 2-minute drill is no worry to them. But it could be a worry for this Yellow Jacket defense.
Yeah, I don't know if Tombstone's thinking squib kicking this thing and not giving Sebastian Lopez another chance to run it back for 60, 70, 80-yard kick return touchdown here.
So now it looks like,
just to see.
So there's going to be some feedback on the microphone.
Like
and that buzzed my ears a little bit. But now Tombstone's going to kick this ball off. And that's going to go right out of bounds.
Right over there to Mr. Thursby.
And that's going to go straight to the principal for Tombstone. That's going to bring up the Bisbee offense back onto the field.
Yeah, it's kind of what I thought. Just trying to play it safe. Don't want them to.
All right, Yellow Jacket
last thing you want for
to...
if you're a Tombstone is give up another big quick touchdown. You want to make Bisbee at least earn it, but Bisbee's got plenty of time here with 2 minutes 33 seconds to make something happen.
And so
right,
Bisbee's going to elect to make Tombstone re-kick the ball. And I don't know if that's necessarily the best decision. I would take the field position, but maybe they think they're going to get better field position here.
I don't know, they're going to kick it, what, at the 35 now? I mean, for Bisbee, you want another shot at returning it, I guess.
So now the Yellow Jackets are getting ready to kick the ball off for the second time to the Bisbee Pumas. Currently down 12-14, the Yellow Jackets are, with 2 minutes, 33 seconds left here in this first half.
All right, here we go. We're going to kick off again.
And so the Yellow Jackets are going to line up here to kick.
Here it's up.
And they're going to run a little squib kick. And they're going to try to get that out of bounds, and that's exactly what they're going to do. The Pumas are going to let that roll out of bounds. And it looks like the ref threw the flag at the Tombstone player to hit him. So now is Bisbee going to elect them to re-kick, or are they going to bring their offense on the field? And that's what it looks like they're going to do, is the latter, and bring their offense on the field.
So Tombstone's saying, hey, we're not going to let you make another big play, especially right before this quarter ends.
Ball is about the
They want to make them earn it, but Bisbee's got great field position here, so Bisbee's got plenty of time. I don't even know if Bisbee's called a timeout yet. I think they got all 3 timeouts, right?
They called one. They called one to start the second quarter when the flag battle was going on.
Okay, so they got, they got 2 timeouts
and
at
the
least.
flag was waved off.
2 minutes, 30 seconds. They got plenty of time to make something happen.
So
the flag battle of Tombstone, Arizona 2024, and that's what we witnessed in the first quarter and to start the second quarter. And so now the Puma offense is going to take over inside their own 40-yard line. And we're going to see what they can possibly get going here.
If I'm not mistaken, you know what's pretty crazy is the second quarter is almost over, and I think this is the offense's only second drive of the game. So Tombstone's had probably killed in time possession, but Bisbee's just scored so quickly.
So now Sebastian Lopez is going to look deep.
Wow, what a
and he's going to find his man, number 5 for the Pumas. Is going to go down the sideline, but he will be tackled.
And broken up. Well, your quarterback, DJ Elias, was there playing safety.
That was a beautiful throw. That was a great throw by that guy. I can't tell if he ran I didn't see what the route the receiver ran, but I can't tell if he ran a hitch and go or just a straight fade or whatever, but had him beat by a step. But that was a perfect throw right over the shoulder. And it looks like Bisbee didn't even need 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Looks like they only needed 15 as it looks right now.
And so the Bisbee offense, they've had an offense that's been rolling all year long. And so a 2-minute drill is really no worry for them.
It doesn't look like it right now. It looks like they don't even need those timeouts.
And so this is going to be 1st and 10 for the Pumas. And they're going to hand the ball off to Bryson Meyer down the middle.
Waiting for the call and not in.
And so this is going to bring up 2nd and goal.
2nd and really close.
From about the inch line.
2nd and...
Yeah, it's well, I mean, that's why when you're able to throw the ball and you're able to throw it over everyone's head, you're running the ball gets a lot easier because all of a sudden those linebackers spreading out, you got more DBs and they're scared they're going to beat you over top. But
so now Bisbee's going to go for a touchdown shot here on 2nd down, and Sebastian Lopez walking back to get into shotgun.
I just got word that
Buena
scored, but Marana scored as well, so the score looks like it's 21-7.
And Bryson Meyer is going to punch another touchdown in for the Pumas.
Wow.
And that's going to be a 2nd touchdown of the night. And that's going to make the score 20-12.
What was that, 3 plays?
3 plays. It took them 3 plays to score here.
Yeah, if you're Tombstone, you can't let them score in 3 plays like that. But again, Bisbee's got some athletes on this offense, man. And they only needed, looks like, a minute and a half instead of. They left a minute on this clock. That was Bisbee. I think you wanted to bleed it out a little more before you punched it in. Didn't want to give Tombstone a chance, but.
Looks like number 2.
Either way, they got another touchdown.
Soccer style.
And DJ Elias, he has an arm.
There's a snap. There's
it's not something
up and
it's going to be good, and that's going to make the score 21-12. The Bisbee Pumas on top by 9. So now it's going to make this a 2-possession game.
21-12.
And so Tombstone's just going to try to close this gap. They can't take the lead here, but they're going to try to close this gap going into halftime.
And those extra points are kind of hurting Tombstone right now.
And so the Bisbee Pumas are going to be on top 21-12 with 1 minute, 3 seconds left on the clock.
I just got word that Will Cox is up 19-7 on Benson. I'm not exactly sure where the game is at, but what quarter it's in, but my gut feeling is probably just about halftime, just like this game is.
So now Tombstone's going to have to try to put something together in a minute. But DJ, like I was saying, DJ Elias has the arm strength to do it. I mean, last year I was watching some film on Instagram, and there was a play in their scrimmage against Empire to start the season, and he threw a 50-yard bomb. This was his sophomore year, excuse me. He threw a 50-yard bomb on the run.
There's a kick.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. We keep talking about Tombstone being able to power run this football, but their 2 touchdowns came from the arm of their quarterback. And they got a pretty good return on that.
And so the Yellow Jackets are going to get the ball on what looks like maybe the 42, 43-yard line. There will be a lot of feedback, and the scoreboard shut off here in Tombstone. And I'm keeping track. 21-12, 57 seconds left on the clock, and they got it back up and running. And so now the Yellow Jackets are going to have to try to march down this field less than a minute and score.
Yeah, so I imagine they're probably going to get out of that power formation, spread it out a little bit, and just start chucking the ball. Because you don't, unfortunately, you just don't have enough time to run the football right now.
And so now Tombstone playing on their own side of the field, 57 seconds left.
All right, Yellow Jackets.
And he's going to roll out to pass, and he's going to find Hunter Griezmann wide open. And he needs to get out of bounds, but he won't be able to. And so that's going to bring up 1st and 10 in Bisbee territory now with 49 seconds left.
Correction, 44-yard line.
Looks like he ran I can't tell if that was the receiver on the left side. If so, I think he ran a dig. Wide open.
So that's going to be their slot. Hunter Griezmann, another half of the Twins.
You just got to get out of that.
Snap.
And DJ Elias is going to drop back, feeling the pressure, trying to find a man,
Incomplete.
and that could not be wide open.
For Hunter Griezmann.
And it looked like he could have found him if he got that ball down a little bit, but it also could have been intercepted where the ball was at.
Seconds left on the clock.
Looks like Bisbee's playing to prevent defense, which would be the smart thing to do. Tombstone couldn't get behind him, but if that ball tipped up a little bit more, the safeties, it looked like that safety would have had a pick.
And so now Tombstone, they're not only fighting for really a score, they're fighting for the momentum going into the second half, and they're fighting to try to kind of stay in this game here.
All right. Snap.
And so that's going to be a pitch to Jemiah Wallace on the near side, and he's not going to be able to get out of bounds, but he's going to gain about 7 yards, and the Yellow Jackets are going to call a timeout here.
Not sure how many timeouts they have,
for the Yellow Jackets.
Bonita's seen the same thing. They're playing to prevent defense, which obviously means you can run the ball. But again, I don't know how many yards you're going to get. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's enough to get you in scoring position. Right now it looks like it's 2nd and 2, my bad. With 26 seconds left. What do they have? 1 timeout left?
1 timeout left. So what are you kind of expecting to see now out of the Yellow Jacket offense?
Well, I'd be really shocked if they try to run the ball again on purpose. I don't know if they're necessarily going to throw any fades because Bisbee is playing that prevent. They're probably going to try to throw some out routes here. They got 1 timeout, maybe try to connect on a big dig play, get about 15 yards, get down, call the timeout, or maybe run the hurry up. I don't know if I haven't seen them run the hurry up yet.
Yeah, so now this is going to be an extremely crucial play to see if Tombstone can maybe try to score in 1 or 2 more plays. And so they're going to line up in the spread. It looks like they're going to have nobody back to protect Mr. Elias. But they don't need it. I mean, Bisbee has 3 men rushing.
Yeah, they're more concerned about the...
And so now this is going to be a pass. DJ Elias is going to roll out, finding some room, and he's going to try to make a man miss. and he's not going to do that, but the Yellow Jackets are going to call a timeout. 16 seconds left on the clock. He's rolling out of the pocket, trying to find some room, and it looks like he's going to find maybe 5 yards, but there will be a flag on the play. And that's going to be a false start on the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, so that's going to waste the yards they just gained. And I believe if it's a false start, it should be a dead ball.
Yeah, I was just about to say, if it's a false start, shouldn't the play be blown dead from the get-go? Because now they just lost time. They lost about 5 or 6 seconds on the clock. I don't know if they're going to reset or not.
So now Tombstone loses 5 yards. They're going to be still in between the sticks, which is good. I mean, they're only losing 5 yards. But those 5 yards can be crucial to them trying to score. 16 seconds left here.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think Bisbee's even really concerned to give up 9-10 yards here if they get a first down, you know. They're just not, they're obviously trying not to just let a touchdown here. So they're going to give them those short yardage in this situation. But Tombstone's got they got I don't know if they got any magic left. They've used quite a bit of it, but they're going to need it.
So now Tombstone fighting a deficit of 9 points, a 2-score game now. And so,
wow, I just got word that Buena just scored another touchdown, and now the score is 21-14. So Buena is putting up a fight with the #1 team in the state.
So Buena could be legit this year.
They could.
Buena could be legit title contenders this year.
They very well could be.
And I know last year, you know, they took the loss in the playoffs to Desert Edge. And this year, talking to all the players, talking to everybody on that staff, they're coming back with a vengeance. They're coming back to show that they are still what they could have been last year.
Yeah, you know, we're talking about these quarterbacks. Buena's got a pretty good quarterback of their own. I think he's breaking records over there, Buena, from what I've heard.
And so now Tombstone is going to line up to pass the ball here. They've got a running back in the backfield for protection.
Reverse pass.
DJ Elias is going to chug one deep to #3, Jabari Thomas. And the magic is alive in Tombstone, Arizona. And they are going to score once again with 8 seconds left on the clock on a reverse pass to Jabari Thomas for his second touchdown of the night.
I guess they do got some magic left over there in the Tombstone side. I can't believe that Bisbee bid on it, to be honest with you. I expected that fake reverse or whatever. If they did do the reverse, I was expecting them to throw it out of it, but I guess that safety bid on it, and the receiver was wide open down the sideline. And Tombstone is fighting their way in this game.
Yeah, so now Tombstone is only going to be down by 3 points going into halftime. Unless they can get a 2-point conversion here, they'll only be down by 1. So right now they're still within 1 score of the #1 team in the region. And Jemiah Wallace is going to try to punch it in, but it looks like he's not going to be able to. And so that's going to make the score 18-21. But there's going to be a flag.
We have 2 flags on the play.
And I don't know what these flags could be. They could be maybe a face mask.
If you're colorblind, pick a color.
These refs are definitely not scared.
And it really doesn't matter
flags,
if it's a yellow flag if you're colorblind.
And so the Yellow Jackets offense scored in a minute. I mean, the Pumas are playing, though. I mean,
the Pumas are, you look at when they're on offense, they look like or whenever they have the ball, it looks like it's too easy, you know what I mean?
All right, we're going to have 2 personal fouls.
And just when you think Tombstone is out of it, they pull some magic out and make something happen. I think the quarterback's got, 3 touchdown passes
This is a
tonight.
mystery game. Only the
Both
judges
these quarterbacks
know
are playing an absolute
like
amazing game tonight.
In soccer,
So,
only the head
Tombstone's
knows
playing
the
on magic
lines,
right
so.
now, and Bisbee's playing Bisbee football. Bisbee's playing legit football here,
The
and
clock is
Tombstone's
correct.
playing with
There's
magic
8 seconds
here.
left on the go.
So, really, the
Score is
second half is going to be
18-21.
crucial to see if Tombstone can keep the magic. And I'm completely expecting Bisbee to continue playing football. I mean, it's Bisbee High School. The Pumas have been like this for years, always putting up a fight against Tombstone, and so I'm excited to see the second half and what it's going to hold. But there will be a flag, And while we're waiting for this flag,
All right, Yellow Jackets.
We don't even know the call yet, do we?
no. So it looks like the coach is over there talking to Coach Bonilla, maybe explaining the flag to him. So that's going to be a flag on the Pumas. 2, what, personal fouls?
Personal fouls, offsetting.
So there's going to be offsetting personal fouls. And so now Tombstone's going to have to kick the ball off. And really, Bisbee can score in a second.
Yeah,
I mean,
got the firepower. So I'm imagining that Tombstone's going to say, you know what, we're not giving you Sebastian Lopez another shot to run this sucker back. Probably going to try to kick it out of bounds again, squib kick, something, and play a little prevent defense on their own. But you know what, it would not shock me right now if Bisbee got another touchdown before the 8 seconds, the way they've been moving with the ball.
yeah, so
You know what's interesting? The difference in this game is the extra points. Bisbee's got 21 and Tombstone's got 18, and the literal difference is just those extra points. So kicking in 2A football is such a huge thing with these extra points.
And that's definitely a theme we've seen. I mean, I can't say it enough. We saw Benson. We saw what happened against Phoenix Christian, and now they're really kind of suffering. And what are the refs doing here?
I have absolutely no idea what's happening right now.
Are they going to make them go for 2 again, or are they going to kick the ball off from the 30-yard line?
All right.
So Tombstone's going to kick the ball off from the Bisbee 30-yard line.
Wow.
I've never seen this before.
I've never seen this in my life. So I've seen a lot of football, a lot of high school football. Never seen this one before.
And I don't know if this is Tombstone magic or Bisbee magic.
I just got word Morena and Buena are tied.
No way.
21-21, all tied up.
So Boyne and Miranda are tied. Bisbee's on top of Tombstone right now.
And right
And
center. And
the Bisbee coach still has a timeout, but I don't know if he's going to call it. And he's just going to let the clock go to
4
halftime.
seconds left. Time for one play.
So Bisbee is going to have one play to try to score this ball. And really, I mean, I don't want to fault the Tombstone defense, but I mean, Bisbee's offense is a lot.
You know, I almost wonder, you know, the quarterback could throw the ball, obviously. They've got some great receivers, but I almost wonder if Bisbee says, you know what, we're content with the half, just run the ball, take a knee, don't try to force an interception or something, because the last thing you want as Bisbee is to try to force something, throw a pick, and then Tombstone get a chance to run it back.
So now Bisbee's going to get the ball back. They could kneel the clock out. They could throw a deep ball, but they could also try to run it with Sebastian Lopez and go score.
Yeah, I mean,
21-18. Time
I
for
don't know, anything can happen with this Bisbee team, man. They got some athletes.
I mean, Bisbee is in a great spot here to really try to do what Bisbee does best.
And Bisbee's going to go ahead and kneel out.
They just need
So they're going to kneel. They're going to kneel out the clock, and that's going to take us to halftime. The Bisbee Pumas are going to be on top of the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, 21-18, here at halftime in Tombstone, Arizona.
Just leave it all to get the score.
And this halftime is going to be brought to you
All
by
right,
Sulphur
for those
Springs
of you,
Valley
we are going to
Electric
recognize
Cooperative,
the
serving our
receivers
community.
at halftime.
Why did they kick it off at the 35-yard line?
The Ed Morse Automotive Group, formerly Lawely Automotive, is now serving Cochise County. The Ed Morse Automotive Group, Sierra Vista, will be about supporting the
We do
community and
wanna
giving
thank
you
the
the best
fire
vehicle
department
buying
and the
experience
Arizona
possible.
Rangers for
We are committed to
being
making a
here.
long-lasting, positive relationship with the community. Stop in today and experience the difference. The Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439. BARNETT'S Towing and BARNETT'S Propane, serving our community since 1963. The Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. Their new physical therapy department is now open in Hereford. Physical therapy clinics in Bisbee and Douglas also provide the highest quality of services to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Make an appointment with one of their doctors for physical therapy today at 520-432-6435. The Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In, who's proud to sponsor our local youth sports coverage. Come into Sonic every Wednesday for Wacky Pack Wednesday, where kids' meals are only $2.49 with no limit. Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, our #1 choice for pest control in Cochise County. Veteran owned and operated with your satisfaction, Mike's Guarantee, on Facebook at All Pro Pest Management. Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper Landscaping for all your landscaping needs serving Cochise County. Visit them on Facebook or call 520-456-8945. Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, and now open Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Sierra Vista Medical Group. When you experience an illness or injury, Sierra Vista Medical Group is here. We are doctors, nurses, and caregivers who are dedicated to getting you back to the community you love, dedicated to helping you live your healthiest life. Connect with a provider today or visit svmedicalgroup.org or call 520-263-3500. Last but not least, Saguaro Air Solutions, LLC of Sierra Vista. For guaranteed honest service, choose Saguaro Air Solutions, a locally owned and operated company offering heating and cooling, system servicing, repair, and replacement, plus certified duct cleans. Call 520-699-4237 to learn about our limited time offer of $85 for furnace service available during September and redeemable in October. Go to saguaroairsolutions.com.
Ashley is being escorted by her mom, her dad, and her biggest
And so now we're
fan
going to take a break
through her cheer
as
career,
Tombstone High School is going to walk out their senior cheerleaders during
She
halftime.
is a spot
So welcome back to Tombstone, Arizona, as the Bisbee Pumas lead the Tombstone Yellow Jackets at halftime. And what have we noticed about the Tombstone Yellow Jackets tonight, as well as the Bisbee Pumas?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was keeping up with his Buena score right now, but I've got it is right now. It is 28-28, and they just went into half right now. So this is absolutely amazing by this here Vista Buena Colts. It's tied up the game right before the half ended, and they're walking into the locker room right now.
So now Buena is tied with what looks like maybe the #1 team in the state. I believe maybe they dropped in the rankings, but they're still top 8.
Well,
if they're ranked in the Open.
I'll tell you this much. Shame on the AIA for dropping Buena down. I think they said Buena dropped in the rankings too after beating someone 70-0, and here they are with the #1 team in the state, and it looks like they're giving them a tough battle tonight. So I think Buena might need a little more respect in the rankings.
So Buena, I mean, they've played tough football all year. Their only loss is against Tucson High. And Marana last week, they played a closer game than kind of expected against Cienega, who Buena's going to take on later this year, I believe, within the next 2 weeks. So Buena's definitely, I mean, Buena's putting a show on tonight.
Yeah.
Buena's showing that they can compete with the big dogs in high school football in Arizona. And is this really what you were expecting? What kind of were you expecting going into that game?
Oh, I was expecting a lopsided score. That's what I was expecting. But you know, I'll tell you what, this game we have here tonight, this is turning out to be a great game here as well. It's 21-18.
And there's the horn.
Bisbee's kind of done what they've want on offense. Tombstone,
that is the time.
They've had to fight.
3 minutes
They've
on
had
the
some
clock.
magical
3
plays.
minutes
All
for
3
warm-ups.
touchdowns was just straight magic from Tombstone. So we just got to see if they've got a little bit of magic left to stick in this game with these tough Bisbee Pumas here.
Yeah, I mean, so there are 3 players I've really noticed from Bisbee's side of the ball. And that's going to be, obviously, I mean, Sebastian Lopez. But we have Fabian Hernandez, the big defensive end for the Pumas. And it seems like nobody can really contain him on the line.
No, he's tenacious, man. I mean, again, every single time Tombstone's quarterback drops back to pass, Bisbee's got someone in his face immediately. And again, it's amazing as it is that Tombstone's got 3 touchdown passes tonight, because Bisbee's D-line, those ends, those guys have been tenacious in his face all night long. So, no, they've got some good players over there on Bisbee.
So Bisbee's number 1 running back, Bryston Meyer, he's got 2 touchdowns on the night. And I mean, Bisbee really, they haven't had any true breakaway runs other than maybe the 1 run for 12 yards from Sebastian Lopez. So right now he's playing tough football, and he's gotten into the end zone 2 times on some tough runs, getting down the middle and getting to the outside, and when there was less than 2 minutes on the clock. So, I mean, Bisbee has played a great game so far.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because we keep talking about these quarterbacks, but it's been Bisbee's running game that's got them on the board other than that kick return. So, I mean, they've got a lot in their arsenal. Again, I mean, it's a tough team to stop. I mean, when you got that many weapons, you got that much speed, looks like the line's playing good ball. It's a tough ask to stop, but I think there's a clock. I think the clock here keeps freezing on us. I think the scoreboard's still messing up.
So this is something I've also kind of noticed about Tombstone's field a little bit. So their clock, it'll freeze and then drop down by like 4 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
So right now it'll say 129,
yeah,
but it'll keep counting down. So it'll keep counting down, and now it says 120 without any of the numbers in between. So what have we liked from Tombstone so far? We talked about Bisbee, we went over Bisbee, but what have we liked about Tombstone so far tonight?
One thing on the offense that I really like is they're able to run the football. They just pound that ball. They grind, and then boom, they hit the big play over the top. And then they go back to that power offense, run that football outside, inside to the fullback, to the receivers on the jet sweep, to the running backs. and they just grind that football, and then they hit them over top on Bisbee.
welcome
And so, I
everybody
mean,
back
that's
for the
kind
second
of what
half.
happens. That's kind of what you're looking for when you're getting those 5-yard, 6-yard,
Score is
7-yard,
21-18.
4-yard runs. You get those chances over top when those safeties start sneaking up.
Yeah, I mean, Tombstone's offense has obviously played a
We're
great
getting
game.
ready for the second
But
half.
if you're Coach Dominic Bonilla and you're their defensive coordinator, you're going to have to make some adjustments on defense. I mean, Bisbee is really just kind of doing what they want
Glad
to
to
do with
see
this ball.
everybody.
Yeah,
Maybe
offensively, they're
this-
just doing whatever they please. And again,
Second
funny,
half.
the difference is those extra points. If Tombstone would be able
This has
to
been a
kick
good
those 3
game.
extra points, it'd be a tight ball game right now. So, I don't know. By no means, it's not necessarily a dominant game either way.
I mean, this is really kind of what I was expecting out of this rivalry game. And, you know, it's a two-way matchup. You know, there's huge playoff implications on the line here.
Just so everybody knows,
Trying to
yes, we're
get
having
Tombstone
a
into the
little technical
postseason,
difficulties with
and
the scoreboard,
Bisbee trying to
but
stay atop the region.
clock is being
It's
maintained up
really
here.
take this region title home tonight.
No, it's almost like a playoff game
as
in
a
itself.
politician would say, trust
All these
us.
Cochise County teams, man, all these Cochise County teams got winning records. They're all playing great football, and I think all of them are going to end up with a winning record by the end of the season anyway. So, great job on on Cochise County football this year. Even Douglas, people were writing Douglas off, and I think I heard this week that they got a chance to win the region. So, I mean, great football all over the county.
Yeah, and I mean, this is gonna sound weird, but I kind of favor Douglas a little bit, right? They were the underdogs, but I also have some friends on that team. You know, we've got JD
All right,
Hurtado
does work in
and
the booth.
his brother, and so
Catch the,
it's been
scoreboard
electric
up
to
there.
watch
Kick
them
is
all
up.
year.
Oh, what a
Whoa.
catch.
And
That's a great
that
play
was
by
a
that.
shocker.
That's
And so Tombstone's gonna kick this ball, and that's gonna be caught by the first line
Right.
of the Bisbee special teams.
A line
All right,
drive
we're back
right
in the second
to
half.
his face. That's a pretty hard catch.
For
10-yard
those of
kick
you that
right
went
to your
home,
face. That's a tough
you're
catch. That's a
missing a
great
good
play
game.
by that young man.
But you can listen to it.
So
and
now
feel like them.
this first down is gonna be brought to you by the Sulphur Springs
Later on,
Valley
you'll be able to
Electric
listen to it on
Cooperative of Sierra
ESPN.
Vista.
in their
And the Bisbee offense is going to
off-
take the field once again.
Channel.
And
Really the one that's
I'm expecting
turned off.
Bisbee to either make this a quick score or try to prolong this drive
All
and
right,
take
here we
some
go.
time off the clock here.
Bisbee's got the ball.
Well, they've done whatever they wanted so far, so I'm expecting
gonna
the same
motion-
until Tombstone stops it.
Bryson Meyer
There's
cross.
the snap.
And they're going to drop
There's
back,
the
throw a
pass.
screen,
It's down to the side and a little bit of play there.
and he's going to
And taken
gain
down
about
the
3
50-yard line.
yards. So he's going to gain about 3 yards. And that's going to be number 12 for the Pumas.
It's going to be second down and about 7
Hunter
yards.
Wright making the catch, catching the screen pass, and gaining about 4 yards.
Good thing some of you brought
I mean,
coats.
you go to the half, you have a little 15-minute break,
Just a little chill.
you're cooled down, you know what I mean? So what do? They throw something simple, try to get the offense back on track. 'Cause I like that call. You get the ball moving. It's second and 7, so kind of run whatever you want here.
So now Bisbee's going to
Second
run a play here. They're going to drop back to pass, it looks like.
Oh, they got good
And
pressure.
Sebastian Lopez,
Quarterback is
feeling the
back,
pressure, he's going to
and-
throw it away. And to be honest, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I haven't seen him play yet. All I've heard
All right.
is Sebastian
Pass
Lopez,
is
Sebastian
working,
Lopez. But I've been fairly impressed with him tonight.
He's a great athlete. Tombstone had great pressure there, though. They right up the middle. They
Going to bring up third down.
just
We have
could.
a
Oh,
flag.
we got a late, super late flag. Super late. What was that?
That could be maybe a sideline warning
Is it?
on the Pumas.
Yes, the scoreboard has a line
So-
of its own. It's Halloween.
I
doing
want to know
what it
what
wants
is
to do.
going on. The coaches are signaling something to the
It
sideline
must
ref.
be like a kindergartner. It does what it wants to
And-
do. Okay.
So it looks like there maybe could be a little bit of a fight between these refs and some of these
Some of
coaches
them
in a
have
power
newborn
struggle.
puppies.
They wave
But they are going to wave it off.
So yeah, sideline warning, right? There we go. What's going on now?
So now they're going to make sure everybody's kind of on the same page here. This is going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Bisbee Pumas.
All right, here we go. Third down.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did that little.
Snap.
Yeah.
So they're going to drop back to pass. Feeling the pressure, he's going to have to roll out. And he's going to run it, and he's going to get out of
And
bounds.
Not for a first down.
So he's going to run, and he's going to get out of bounds here.
No contain. That's what happens. I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run, the number one thing you got to do as a D-line is contain. You can't let him break out. As soon as he breaks out, you're done. He's either going to make a big pass or just run for the first down like he did. So they got to stop sprinting and start breaking down and keeping him in front of them, because he's just too good of an athlete to just let him escape like that.
And so, I mean, now for this Yellow Jacket defense, they're going to have to really focus on their edges here.
First down.
And trying to keep them inside.
That was on third down, so that's a big – oh, there it is.
So they're going to run the little toss to Bryson Meyer that they ran earlier.
And
he's going to gain
onside.
about
Number 1 for Bisbee.
6-7 yards here. And Bryson Meyer, I mean, he's been picking up chunked yards all game. He's been a stud for Bisbee all season long, too.
That little toss play has been working out for Bisbee all night long.
So now, I mean, Tombstone, they're kind of doing what I kind of expected them to do and try to put a little bit of pressure on this quarterback whenever he drops back
All right,
to
looks
pass.
like their cheerleaders are getting ready to
And now
toss some
Bisbee,
footballs out. These should be
I mean, they're
sponsored
still
by
kind of doing really whatever they want to do.
520
Yeah,
braces.
they're moving the ball. And as soon as it gets third down, they just
So share with those
quarterback
that
just
need
breaks
some
outside,
drill.
runs for first down. So even when it looks like they're stalling, they're still moving.
And some t-shirts.
Right, and so, I mean, Bisbee's offense, this is my first time seeing them, and I'm pretty impressed from what I've seen. I mean, I watched the tail end of the Wilcox-Bisbee game. By the way, that had to have been the game of the year.
Be alert to flying
Yeah, that was
objects.
I heard it was like a 3-4 hour game. Jet sweep.
So that's going to be a jet sweep once again. And he's going to break a tackle. That's going to be number 12 for the Pumas. Hunter Wright, once again, he caught the screen pass, and now he's running the jet sweep.
Again, when you got speed like this, it's hard to contain. But they are just breaking containment on these Tombstone Yellow Jackets every single play.
And I mean, Bisbee is no stranger to having speed. They've got Sebastian Lopez, Bryson Meyer, Michael Coronado, Emilio Lopez,
All right, first and
and
10.
Hunter Wright. I mean, those are guys that you're just going to have a tough time
Pumas have the ball.
trying to keep up with all
On the
night.
Yellow Jacket 25-yard line.
Oh, it looks like he's audibling. You got an audible here?
Things are still going in the bleachers.
So the Pumas here, it's going to be first and 10. And they're going to run the ball to Bryson Meyer once again.
And
And back my freshman year,
Cool FM
Bryson
was
Meyer
able to
reminds
catch
me of a
the ball.
running back Bisbee had my freshman year,
some of you
Diego
can really
Lopez.
catch a cold.
And that kid was a
I've
baller.
seen how you.
He ended up going to play college football from Bisbee. And so I believe he went to Hastings, if I'm not mistaken. So he's going to, I mean, a school that we kind of produce to, that Cochise County kind of produces to.
All right, second down,
my
second
brother played for
about 6
Hastings.
yards to go.
And so now Bisbee, they're going to line up with the stack on the right side once again. And they're going to run it with Sebastian Lopez down the sideline. And he's going to try to get out of bounds, and he will. And so Sebastian Lopez getting out of bounds. But there will be a flag on the play after he was out of bounds. And it looks like it could have been a late hit on the Yellow Jackets. And the refs are going to come and discuss this call and why the flag was thrown. But really tonight it's just kind of been all about the flags. The flags have just been continuously flying.
I think we get a flag every 2 plays right now. I mean, it is what it is, I guess.
Waiting for the call.
So Sebastian Lopez running the sweep to the right side. He got to the sideline, and then he got out of bounds. And now there's a flag. And that's going to be a flag on the Yellow Jackets. I believe that's going to be a personal
Looks
foul.
like it's a personal foul.
And I don't know who that's going to be on.
That's going to set up Bisbee. That's going to set up Bisbee. Maybe first and goal. Down on what yard line now.
All right.
I'm
looks
blind.
like,
I can't see.
So there were going to be 2 penalties on that play.
And the scoreboard's out.
Yeah, now the scoreboard's
like
down
penalties.
for the 30th time tonight. And so now that's going to move the ball inside of the Tombstone 20-yard line. And so Bisbee's knocking on the door once again here. And Bisbee really, I mean, this offensive drive, it's kind of taken it reminds me of a Tombstone offensive drive, taking their time and going to score. But they're no stranger. They're getting some yards here.
Yeah, that hasn't been any explosive
All right,
this
we're
drive,
ready.
but nonetheless,
Third
they're moving
down.
the ball.
Or
That's
first
all you
down.
want out of
First
your
down.
offense.
Right, and they're taking the time off the clock, and they're trying to make it a two-score game here once again. And there's Bryson Meyer maintaining some patience behind the line, but there's another flag.
Another flag. You know what I was about to say? Quarterback made a little something out of nothing there. It looks like Tombstone had him, and then he just broke out for a couple more yards.
So now that's going to be the second flag in a row, and
I know
this
part
could
of the
be
team
round
plan
2 of the
of,
flag war
Mr. Thursby is
that
a
we saw
stadium here.
in the first and second quarter, and it looks like the refs really didn't miss a beat. They went to the locker
I
room,
heard he wants to have
got their halftime film review, and
AstroTurf,
now they're back to making the calls again.
AC.
So that's going to
as soon as somebody
be
wins the
personal
lottery,
fouls
we give
once
us
again.
Yay.
The second personal foul in a row. But I believe they're going to be offsetting. So that's going to leave the ball exactly where it was, and that's going to bring up.
We're going to clean out the janitor's closet.
Well, you know it's a rivalry game.
Standing room only.
Rivalry games get a little, you know.
Yeah, so this game, I mean, it's going to be
All
chippy.
right, looks like we got.
And it
first
really
down.
hasn't been as chippy as I kind of expected it.
Yeah, it's been pretty clean so far.
First
It's always
down.
good. It's possible that the refs are just trying to, you know, send these flags as warnings with all these personal fouls and say, hey, let's not get out of control here.
I mean, and you know, they could have done a little film study. The refs were in the film room this week watching the game last year, the Bisbee Tombstone game last year, and they were like, man, if we would have thrown a flag here, these fights wouldn't have happened. So now they're trying to do that. And so they're going to drop back to pass. Number 12 on the right to Fabian Hernandez, and he's going to punch one in. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Bisbee Pumas. Running a hook and ladder. Fabian Hernandez, the DN, playing defense, getting tackles, and I believe he's going to be over 100 tackles this season now after this first half. And then he's going to go ahead and score. That's going to be a DN scoring the ball.
You gotta love it's like the Detroit Lions, I think, last week. They did everything they could to get their linemen a touchdown, and then Bisbee actually does it tonight. You gotta love the play when a lineman scores.
And he's hyped. He's excited about him scoring. And I know as a lineman, I mean, that's your dream. You know, you always kind of want to be like a skill guy. No offense to the linemen out there, but
well, linemen win the game, man. Linemen win the game.
I mean, and that lineman scoring a touchdown.
There's a snap, and
So that field goal is going to be blocked by Tombstone. So that's going to leave this score 27
So
to
the score
18.
27-18.
The Bisbee Pumas on
So
top
we're
of the
gonna start
Tombstone
that.
Yellow Jackets with 8 minutes and 8 seconds
Just
left
to
on the
let you
clock
know,
here in the third
announcer's
quarter.
booth is actually kind of warm up here. Just thought I'd share that with anybody that cared.
Tombstone just cannot stop these guys. They just can't stop the Pumas tonight.
So that touchdown is going to be brought to you by the Morse Automotive Group, formerly Lawely Automotive, now serving Cochise County. The Morse Automotive Group Vista will be about supporting the community and giving you the best vehicle buying experience possible. We are committed to making a long-lasting, positive relationship within the community. Stop in today and experience the difference.
There's our assistant
So
principal
Bisbee's
athletic
kickoff
director,
team
Mr.
is going to
Garcia.
get ready to
He's
take
one
the
that is
field here
advocating
again.
for a stadium and track. Can't forget the
And
track.
that drive
He
took
said it was a personal goal of
3
his
minutes
to
and
see
52
before he
seconds
leaves
off the
Tombstone
clock.
to make sure we had a stadium.
Yeah, it was funny because it seemed like it was
That he cannot retire until he gets one.
taking time off clock. Seemed like they were grinding it, but really I think it was just all the flags that delayed the process.
Yeah, so I mean, it felt like it took
All right,
like
here we
10
go.
minutes for them to try to score.
Oh, it probably took
Jackets
longer
are
than
lined
that.
up.
But it was the flags. I mean, the ref
There's the kick.
added
It's
some
up.
time.
You better get on that football.
So
Yeah.
Andrew Griesmer is going to field the ball, and they're going to get this kick return into Bisbee territory. So Tombstone's going to take over in Bisbee territory here.
That's going to be on the yellow jacket.
And once
53.
again, Tombstone's got great field position, and they've been able to run the ball and make
I'm sorry,
some big
Andrew,
plays.
not Hunter. From up here, they
Get them
look the
right back
same.
in this game.
So now Tombstone is going to take over inside the Bisbee 50-yard line. And, I mean, Tombstone, they're going to have to try to pull some magic here once again. Kind of expecting this Tombstone magic now at this point. I don't think it could expire. But I mean, they're down by 2 scores again. And Bisbee's defense has really been there all night. I mean, they forced a punt on the first drive of the game, and now they're going to run it to number 2 for the Yellow Jackets. That's going to be number 2, Kobe Jones, the fullback, who's been marching down this field pretty well. I mean, he looks quick, but he looks pretty strong, too.
That's some great blocking by the Tombstone line. It paved the way. I don't even know if he got touched until he got about 8 yards. So that's some great blocking. And again,
just to let the Bisbee fans know,
Tombstone is just power running this football tonight.
It's okay. There's no shame.
So now it's going to bring up 2nd and 1 for the Yellow Jackets. And they're going to run it to Kobe Myers once again.
What happened?
Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And so the Yellow Jackets,
for Bisbee.
Fabian Hernandez is going to get there at the line.
Fabian Hernandez.
And it looks like Jemiah Wallace, whenever they run these fullback dives, he's just kind of standing back there. He's not really doing anything. And, I mean, I don't know if he's coached to do that or if that's just him, but if you watch it, he's just going to kind of stand there unless he has a job.
Oh, what a
And DJ Elias is going to make a man miss, and he's going to go out of bounds over here. And that's going to bring up a first down for the Yellow Jackets.
That's going to bring up the Tombstone.
That's a gutsy call there because, you know, if he gets tackled, that's going to be a loss if he doesn't make that nice move he did. So that was a gutsy call, but they got it, so it's a good call.
And I think that's Coach Bonilla really just trying to rely on DJ Elias's athleticism in the pocket.
Yeah.
And trying to rely on his legs as a run threat. And that's going to be a handoff to Hunter Griesmer on the jet sweep. And he's going to be tackled right at the line. I mean, he really had nowhere to go.
Yeah, that was great.
If you're going to go get concessions,
great play by the Bisbee defense. Sniffed the play out. Kept in front of him. Couldn't go anywhere.
Boosters.
Going to be 2nd and 9.
Now before they shut down.
Now Tombstone is going to face 2nd and 9 here. And they're going to have to try to score this ball and keep themselves within reach of this game. I mean, they're down by 2 scores now. It's a 2-score game.
Yeah, by the way, this game's going. Tombstone can't afford to turn over the ball or punt the ball at this point.
So it's going to be a handoff to Jemiah Wallace, and he's going to try to stiff arm Fabian Hernandez. But that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You don't stiff arm that guy off of you. I mean, not when he's a D lineman scoring touchdowns.
If you're a lineman scoring touchdowns,
here's a list of
you're
people that are
special
supporting the donors for Score for
And
Cash
so,
fundraiser. Of course,
now,
the Lions Club,
if you're Coach Bonilla, it's 3rd and 10.
And they do have
you're going to probably run the play action that they've been kind of relying on all game.
I would expect a pass here. To be honest, I would like to see maybe a screen pass here. Get someone quick, get the defense over pursue. Nice little pass. Here we go, play action.
So Bisbee's in a cover 2 right now.
Laser.
And we have a flag on
And I can't see if it's caught. Everybody's kind of standing up here. They're excited. But there is a flag on the play. And I believe that pass was dropped.
All right, Steve
but there is a flag on this play.
Who's an alumni and previous football coach.
And that flag will be on the Pumas, so that ball will continue to go up for the Yellow Jackets. And I believe that's going to be a personal foul on the Pumas.
Yeah, I couldn't tell what happened.
Mr. Brian Miller.
Looks like it was pass interference.
Oh, so that's going to be a pass interference call.
Jessica Maldonado.
Yeah,
and so now Tombstone's going to be inside the 20-yard line.
It was hard to see when he came back on that comeback route. It was hard to see what happened on the sideline. But it looks like it was pass interference.
And so now they're going to run the ball, and that's going to be fumbled. And Bisbee's going to recover the fumble. And you cannot afford that. That's going to be that's going to be number 10 for the Pumas.
Yeah, like I said, Tombstone can't afford a turnover in this game.
That's going to be Emilio Diaz-Lopez getting the fumble recovery in crunch time for the Pumas, making a big-time stop and getting the fumble recovery, stripping DJ Elias of the ball, which doesn't happen often. But, I mean, now next drive he's going to learn to tuck the ball.
Yeah, I mean, well, Tombstone hasn't been able to stop the Bisbee Pumas all night. They're going to need to stop them here if they want a chance to get back in this game.
So now they're going to run the ball once again. I believe that's going to be Bryson Meyer. And they're going to look to score again. And the Bisbee Pumas are going to be on top 27-18 with 5 minutes, 6 seconds left in this third quarter.
And here's Bisbee running the football. Got 7 yards on that play. Starting to get bigger chunk plays.
And so this is going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Pumas. We're going to try to get out of Yellow Jacket territory. Or they're going to try to get out of their own territory, excuse me. And now Sebastian Lopez is going to keep the ball on the far side. And he's going to go. He is moving.
Oh, we got a late flag.
But there will be a flag in the backfield, and I believe that could be a block in the back maybe.
Bobby McCoy, we talked about that. Daniel.
So that's going to be a holding call on Bisbee.
9 times out of 10, if there's a flag in the backfield, it's normally holding.
I mean, I saw the offensive lineman go down, and I don't. I mean, their weight's a little off balance when they're throwing themselves to somebody. So a block in the back there would have made sense to me.
It's possible.
Those are the list of names that I have so far. There could be others. It could be you.
So that's going to be a flag on Bisbee, and that run by Sebastian Lopez is going to be coming back.
Or do something that I can really
that's actually huge for Tombstone because they weren't able to stop these guys. So now they got to. Now it's going to be 2nd and long, right? So that helps Tombstone a lot. If they're going to make a stop, it's got to be now.
Yeah, so now it's going to be 2nd and 12 for the Pumas. And they really kind of have, I mean, their running game's been great. So, I mean, they can really run the ball. But now he's going to drop back to pass, and he got up there to catch that. I'm not going to lie. He really got up there. That's going to be number 12, Hunter Wright once again.
That is a great catch, and Tombstone's really fortunate that Sebastian didn't look to the right side of the field because they had a guy wide open in the middle of the field. And that he probably could have took that one to the house, but.
So Hunter Wright, I mean, it looked like he almost levitated catching that.
Yeah, he got up there.
He was up there.
I'm going to take a guess and say that kid can dunk.
And I mean, the way Bisbee basketball is, he probably can.
Yeah, probably.
It's like all of those kids can dunk. Let me tell you.
This is a big play right here.
So they're going to run the trips, and they're going to hand it off to Bryson Meyer, who's going to be patient in the cut. And you can just see it. You can hear the hits from up in the top of the bleachers.
That guy.
You can hear these hits, and Jemiah Wallace, it seems like he's a little slow to get up every play.
Yeah,
the cheerleaders
might be dealing with an injury, but
so great job.
These man, I'll tell you
it's
what.
It's not as easy as some
Bisbee
people
Pumas,
think.
man, they are quick. They make great cuts. I mean, he broke containment, cut it right back inside once they overpursued.
So, I just got an update in the chat. Boyna just scored coming out of halftime.
No way. They have
the
lead.
I believe they could be on top. Alan Carreño, the kicker for Marine Academy, just typed in the chat that Boyna just scored. So I don't know if they're on top or if the game is still tied up, but Boyna just scored. So now Bisbee's going to run the motion sweep to the far side of the field, and that's going to be number 5 for the Pumas, getting a first down on first down. So that's going to be Michael Coronado. He's going to be a senior. So it's going to be his last year trying to make a ring push for Bisbee.
All right, got to make first and 10.
They got a real shot here this season. If the game plays out like it's been, Bisbee will have a win. Probably end up going 9-1 most likely. Probably have a really good seeding in the playoffs, and they'll have a home playoff game, and they'll have a real shot for it.
I mean, and Bisbee having a home playoff game would just be crazy considering they missed the playoffs last year, and then getting a home playoff game.
Yeah, that's quite the flip, and that's a great job by that coach over there.
I mean, not to toot Marine's horn, but I mean, they did it too, and then they won state. So, I mean, Bisbee really could win state if they do that.
And brought down.
It looked like he...
Man, I'll tell you what, though. It seems like every single play, Bisbee just gets yards running the football. And it looks like Tombstone's got him. Looks like they got him contained. And they just make yards every single play. They're just having a hard time corralling these guys.
Yeah, and I mean, Bisbee really is just kind of running the ball however they want. Bryson Myers having himself a game here.
Yeah, it is. I was expecting Bisbee to throw it a lot more tonight than what they've been.
So now Sebastian Lopez is going to keep it, but it looks like he's looking back to pass, and he's going to find absolutely nobody.
And he, well, I mean, Tombstone had him. They, I mean, at this point, that's a great play. I mean, they didn't get anything out of it. Now,
All right, third down.
Now you're going to set up third, and I mean, long. It's about what, 3rd and 8 right now.
3rd and 8.
So again, Tombstone, if they want a shot in this game, they got to make a play here. But it seems like it doesn't matter what it is, 3rd and long, 4th and long. Bisbee makes a play that gets exactly what they need every single time. So
right, and so if you're Tombstone, you can't really rely on a specific play call coming. They could get a first down here running the ball, running a dive.
I'm wondering the way Bisbee's offense did. If they don't get, let's say
All
they
right,
don't
third
get
down,
anything
third and about
here,
7.
do you think they're punting it or going for it? By the way, their offense has been.
They'll probably go for it.
Well, let's see. So they're going to do a quarterback sweep. Oh, what a come up. Way to come up and make a play.
So Sebastian Lopez is going to get hit by the player and the flag. He got hit by two things at once. The player and the flag.
You know, I was just wondering, we haven't had a flag in a while. I
was wondering where the flags have been. Yeah, I mean.
I wonder where they went. But that was a great play by number 2 to just run. They had him contain, got him to the sideline. He had no more room, so he had no other choice but to cut up. And number 2 met him. That's a great play.
Yeah, and I mean.
Are you going to decline this?
So now it's going to be 4th down.
If you decline it, I don't know. I would. To be honest with you, if I'm Tombstone, Bisbee makes a lot of big chunk plays, makes big plays. I think I'm going to decline it, and it looks like.
All right, penalties declined. They're bringing up 4th down.
So that's going to bring up 4th and 9.
4th and 9, yeah. I think I would make the same call. They make them only. Don't give them 2 more chances to make big plays. Let's see if we can stop them on this 4th and 9.
So making that tackle is going to be Kobe Jones. He's been the fullback, number 2. I mean, he's had a game.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a game tonight. Playing hard-nosed football. Just like what you want your fullback. I'm guessing he plays linebacker for the squad. So exactly what you want out of your fullback and linebacker. And the scoreboard is out once again. So I don't know how much time is left. But
so there was a timeout called. I believe it was.
And my phone just fell through the stands. So
I believe that timeout was just called by Tombstone. But even worse, my other commentator's phone just fell through the bleachers, and now it's down there somewhere.
Breaking news. My phone is missing now. Fell through the stands. No idea where it's at. Probably sitting in some spilled soda, spider nest or something. So
that's a predicament.
That's a predicament.
So now the scoreboard's back up and running. There's going to be 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock.
Next Friday will be the final.
Bisbee's going to be on top, 27-18 here.
We have an away game.
And Bisbee has the ball.
This is I think this is the biggest moment of the game. If Tombstone gets a stop here, they're right back in this thing with decent field position. If Bisbee gets a first down, they're probably in great position to just run this ball, kill it to get it to the 4th quarter, and get another score.
And so now, I mean, the scoreboard's out again.
And it's out again.
That is 100 times on the night.
4th down.
So now Bisbee's going to motion Bryce DeMeyer across, and they're going to roll back to pass with Sebastian Lopez.
Oh, ran right by him again.
And intercepted by Hunter Griesmer. The Tombstone Yellow Jackets force a turnover.
And you know what? That is actually not the worst thing for Bisbee because now
and that's an arm punt.
Tombstone's back 9 yards. I'd rather, he's trying to make a play, hoping he can return it. But now they're 9 yards back, but still Tombstone's got the football, and they're right back in this game.
So the phone has been retrieved, completely uncracked.
And we got our phone back, and there's no cracks on it, so I know nobody cares, but my phone's in good condition.
So Bisbee is going to be on top, 28-19, 28-18.
got a great game. Great game. Oh, they fumbled
So
it
now
again.
DJ Elias is going to fumble it, and he's going to chuck that thing out of bounds. And I don't know really why I followed the path of the ball, but I kind of wanted to see where it landed.
That was a smart play by him, though. But again, Tombstone was moving the football the last drive. Tried to run an option, I believe. Fumbled the ball, gave it right back to Bisbee.
Bringing up
So
second down.
it's not that Tombstone hasn't been able to move the ball on offense, but these fumbles are just they're killing them right now.
And, I mean, Tombstone, their offense was having the magic. They had the magic.
They had it.
And I wonder where the magic went.
Cross-country team is going to sectionals.
I think they'll find it. Don't worry about that.
Is the magic left in the locker room, or is the magic somewhere else in Bisbee?
Correction. They're going to state. They just qualified.
So now, I mean, if you're Tombstone, it's 2nd and 10. You had to throw the ball out of bounds on first down. And now what do? I mean, you can run the ball with your fullback. You've really kind of opened him up for the night. And, I mean, just the way he came up to the line, I'm not going to lie, I think that's what's happening.
Oh, false start. He
And
flinched.
there's a flag.
And I think that's what he was doing. He was excited.
You know,
Looks like some
Tombstone is just
returning
constantly
former students of
shooting
THS
themselves in the foot here.
So I believe that's going to be like
and Asher.
the 40th flag on the night.
They're on an early work release program. Sheriff's Department.
So now this is going to be 2nd and 15 for the Yellow Jackets. Going to try to get a first down here, or try to make it a little closer to the sticks. And DJ Elias is going to roll out, and he's going to try to find somebody deep.
Oh my God!
And that's going to be a little too far in front of Jabari Thomas.
He had him.
Just a little bit
If
overthrown.
he kind of threw a laser, if he would have just put some air under that ball, what do they call the Russell Wilson throw? The rainbow ball.
The rainbow ball.
If he just put a little more air on that, he
But
could have
good
ran
play by the quarterback.
underneath that and made a play. But just a little out of reach on that.
Yeah, and I mean, it looked like it went maybe a little too far in front of the receiver. And that could have been a touchdown, to be honest. I mean, he had him beat.
He had him beat.
So now the scoreboard's back up and running. Hallelujah. So there's going to be 2 minutes, 7 seconds left. And Bisbee is going to be on top 27-18.
All right, there's a
Drop
snap.
back, roll out.
So DJ Elias is going to roll out the pass.
And DJ is
And it looked like he might have tried to run the ball, but he's just kind of going around looking for a man.
Holy cow.
The
And
ball
then
He's going to try to find one deep.
And-
And that's going
what
to
a
be
play!
intercepted by the Pumas.
What a play.
That's going to be,
Waiting for the call.
is that going to be an interception? Yeah. That's going to be intercepted by Bisbee.
That was a great play. I mean,
So he stole the ball from the receiver and then he intercepted it.
I'll be honest with you, that was some great coverage
Waiting
by
for
the
the call.
Bisbee Pumas. I was looking downfield. That quarterback was running all over the place for an eternity.
All right, that
And
was
normally, when a quarterback's got that much time
Interception there.
and running all over the place, someone's going to lose. Like, coverage is going to be broken. And yet, I was looking downfield, and he had no one to throw it to that whole entire time. That Bisbee kid, I don't know who did it, makes a great play on the ball. And now Bisbee throws an interception, and Tombstone throws it right back.
Yeah, and I couldn't catch the number. It all kind of happened so quick, and then a huddle formed around him.
Yeah.
So I couldn't see who did it. But kudos to whoever that was. I mean, that's a great play.
Yeah, it's a great play.
He saw he was going to catch the ball, and he stole it from him. So now Bisbee's going to take over with the ball. And, I mean, I'm still in awe of that play. I mean, it looks like Tombstone's magic might be out.
There has been some amazing plays on both teams tonight.
So Bisbee's going to take over. They're going to have Sebastian Lopez lead blocking. Jemiah Wallace. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Okay, so that got me super excited. He just smoked it.
And Tombstone, personal foul. They're just kind of shooting themselves in the foot here again.
So yeah, it's a personal foul on Tombstone. And that's 15 yards, but I don't know if anybody noticed, but they had a different quarterback in there. And they had Sebastian Lopez lined up at running back.
Oh, really?
And he was lead blocking for the ball carrier. And he laid the boom on Jemiah Wallace.
Jeez Louise.
Of all the people to lay the boom on, it's not Jemiah
Yeah,
Wallace.
Jemiah's a tough son of a gun. It's pretty impressive.
And, I mean, so that's going to be a personal foul on the Pumas. But I couldn't really see what happened.
No, I think it was a late hit. I think that's what the call was. Man, I felt like.
All right,
I felt like this
personal
third
foul
quarter.
on Yellow Jackets.
We've been in this third quarter forever now. We still have a minute 6 seconds left.
And so it looks like they're going to do the exact same thing, lining up with a different quarterback.
There's the snap.
That's going to be number 16 for the Pumas, and they're going to have Sebastian Lopez back at running back. And it looks like maybe he can't get anything going when he's playing running back.
No, that's a great,
and that's a flag.
Oh my gosh, another flag.
Where are the flags coming from? Clearly the
You know
refs.
what's funny is I was just about to say, Tombstone has played these last 2 plays pretty well. Could take another personal foul. And this is what happens when you're in a rivalry, when you got a rivalry. Except they gotta, I mean, again, you gotta bring it under control here. I mean, your team's in position to win, and then you can put it away, and then you do something silly, and then Tombstone, they're trying to come back in this game, and then they'll do something silly. You just gotta, both coaches gotta get with their players and say, hey man, we can't lose our heads here. We still got plenty of football left.
Yeah, so the last play was a personal foul on Tombstone.
Yep.
And then the play after that was a personal foul on Bisbee. There's been more personal fouls in this single game than I think there's been all year I've seen.
I just got word Boyna is up 35-28 on Marana.
So Boyna is beating Marana.
I never would have guessed that in a million years. Hey, Marana they're a tough team. Boyna's got some serious athletes.
Sebastian Lopez is looking. Hunter right. That's all I have to say, Hunter right.
That's good night. What a catch. What a throw. Right up the sideline. I mean, and it's not like Tombstone is having bad coverage. I mean, this is just a great play. And I mean, what's that saying? You can't stop the perfect pass. I mean, that's a great pass, and that's a great catch by that young man.
Hunter Wright. Once again, I mean, Hunter Wright. What else is there really to say? I mean, he attacked the ball, he caught the ball, and really tight coverage.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was.
And so he had a tight window to catch that ball. And that was a great ball by Sebastian Lopez, but I think an even better catch by Hunter Wright.
No, it was a great catch. I mean, it was very little what that DB could have done to make it more difficult.
So now they're going to run the ball, number 2, going down, and he's going to go down after getting about 3 yards. And that's going to be number 2 for the Bisbee Pumas, Jackson Alvarez, getting the handoff and gaining about 4 yards. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 6, but I don't know because the scoreboard's out.
The scoreboard's out, and it's back up.
So the scoreboard's back with 30 seconds left. And I love this scoreboard. I mean, I like it. I like the scoreboard. It's a classic looking scoreboard, but I mean, maybe the software is a little too classic.
To be honest, I don't know what you're talking about, but.
So it's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Yellow Jackets defense. And Sebastian Lopez is going to go. And he's going to be caught from behind, and I've never seen that.
That's a great play by the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. And I think that's going to end this third quarter here.
Number 22.
And I've never seen Sebastian Lopez get caught from behind, but Andrew Griesmer was the one that did it. He's the man in the woods for the Tombstone defense. And so there's going to be 1 second left on this clock, and the refs are pointing at the clock like. So I don't know why the refs are pointing at the clock. I'm not going to lie.
I think
they're just going to call the quarter.
Yeah, I think the clock was supposed to run out. The clock's frozen. So they're just going to go into the fourth quarter here.
So this fourth quarter is going to be brought to you by the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439. BARNETT'S Towing and BARNETT'S Propane, serving our community since 1963. The Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. Their new physical therapy department is now open in Hereford. Physical therapy clinics in Bisbee and Douglas also provide the highest quality of services to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Make an appointment with one of their doctors of physical therapy today at 520-432-6435.
And there's the change of the quarter. Fourth quarter.
So it's going to bring up the fourth quarter for the Bisbee Yellow Jackets and the Bisbee Pumas, excuse me. That's a mistake I cannot make, and I apologize to the entire Bisbee fan base for that one. The Bisbee Pumas and the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. I just called them Bisbee Yellow Jackets. And so that's going to be
or send your kids up.
Third down for the Bisbee Pumas, starting this quarter with the ball. And Bisbee's really kind of looking to try to put this game away here. They're up by 2 scores now. It's a 2-score game.
Yeah, they're in great position to put this game away.
Going to bring up third down.
But I mean, this is whenever it comes down if Tombstone Magic is still here.
The
so there's going to be 27-18. Bisbee on top at the start of the fourth quarter as the scoreboard goes out again. He's going to pitch it to Bryson Meyer.
And bringing up fourth down.
So this is going to be the second play of the fourth quarter. And this scoreboard keeps going out. The scoreboard keeps dying. So now the Bisbee Pumas are going to have 4th and 3.
Yeah, that's a big play.
So it's going to be 4th and 3 for the Bisbee Pumas. And they're going to they're going to have to score here. And if they don't, they give the ball back to a Tombstone offense that had some magic going in the first half, but hasn't scored yet in the second half.
If Tombstone could get one more stop here, that's going to be huge for them. It's starting to get a little dark for the Jackets if they get this first down.
So Sebastian Lopez is going to hand the ball off to Bryson Meyer. And he's going to fight for some yards, but I don't know if he got the first down.
Looking for the call.
Once again, they had him contained. It looks like he wasn't going to go anywhere. Then he fought for some yards there. It's going to be close. It's going to be really close.
So they're going to have to probably bring the chains out here.
This is going to be big.
They're going to have to bring the chains out to measure this ball. And this is going to be probably the biggest call of this game.
Looks like we're going to bring the...
So that's Bryson Meyer. That's Bryson Meyer for the Pumas trying to fight and get a first down. And the Yellow Jackets defense trying to fight and get a first down. They're trying to get a first down too.
Oh, we'll see here. Hold on.
All right, the chain gang finally gets to make it to the field tonight.
So the chains are coming out. And the way the refs have thrown flags today, I mean, I don't know what they're going to call here.
Well, we'll see.
They could call a 5th down. I mean,
short.
So the
Yellow Jackets
stop the Pumas by an inch. And that's going to be Yellow Jacket ball. And that's going to be first down for the Yellow Jackets, taking over inside their 20-yard line.
Yeah, they got 10 minutes, 52 seconds left in the game. Score is 27-18. So if they're going to win this game, they got to score on this drive because they're running out of time and they're down by 2 possessions.
Told you.
So now they're going to mark this ball at the 15-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10. And the Bisbee Pumas are going to be on top 27-18 right now over the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. And do we have a score update on the Wilcox-Benson game?
No, I haven't heard anything in a while yet. I'm actually looking right now. Oh, Benson has come back.
So Jemiah Wallace
and
heard come back, and maybe he tried to go for some more yards than usual.
Benson has come back on the Wilcox Cowboys. It is 26-21 Wilcox.
So, I mean, that's a good game.
So we have all of Cochise County's got good football games right now.
So 2A San Pedro is playing great football tonight.
Yeah, I would say so.
And the 5A schools in Cochise County, the 1-5A school is playing good football tonight.
Well, they're, last I heard, they were up on Buena by a touchdown. Or, excuse me, Buena was up on Marana by a touchdown.
So now this is going to be 2nd and 2, and Jemiah Wallace is going to get the pitch, and he's going to be patient, and he's going to try to get for some more yards, and that's going to be a first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Going to bring up first down.
That is a good hard run by Waller there. It almost looked like he was about to break it there for a second, but the Pumas closed in on him, but Nonetheless, it's a first down for Tombstone. And I think we're right under 10 minutes now in the game.
About 10 minutes left in the game.
So Bisbee is leading Tombstone with 10 minutes left, 27-18, and the Yellow Jackets have the ball down 9. So it's a 2-score game, 2-possession game, and Tombstone's trying to knock on the door and score here. So that's a fake pitch. I've never seen a fake pitch like that before. And that's intercepted by the Bisbee Pumas, Sebastian Lopez, going down the sideline, and he's going to try to make this a pick 6, and he's going to step out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
So Sebastian Lopez almost got a
Right,
pick 6.
Yellow Jacket injured on the play
But
about the 50-yard line.
I do want to bring my attention to the midfield. It looks like a Bisbee Pumas stretching out a Tombstone Yellow Jack who went down with maybe a cramp. That's going to be Bryson Meyer helping him, helping Hunter Griesmer, the 2 number ones.
That's what sportsmanship is about. Number 1.
The Tombstone announcer said it best. I mean, that's what sportsmanship is about. Yeah, and I really love to see that.
Yeah, you love to see it. You know, I mean, again, it's a rivalry game.
That's what sportsmanship
things get kind of
is about.
testy out here, but they, you know, good sportsmanship.
Yeah, and I mean that.
The fire department is on the way.
The score is currently 27-18. Bisbee is up, and looks like they've got great field position.
Yeah, so I mean, Tombstone is. I'm going to turn the camera a little bit away, maybe towards this Tombstone huddle, but it looks like there is an injured Yellow Jacket on the field. And that's going to be number 1, Hunter Griesmer for the Yellow Jackets, and that's going to be a tough loss. So he's going to get up, and he's going to get up on his own will. So, I mean, that's great to see. I mean, that would be a tough loss. And Michael Karen Murphy said, way to go, Bryson. Class act. And that really was a class act. I mean, helping the other team's player, trying to stretch him out and make sure he can finish this game.
Yeah, I love to see it.
The medics are the people you never want to see unless you need to see.
So now Tombstone's going to have the ball back. Down 18-27 with 9 minutes, 32 seconds left.
Lead to a interception.
And Bisbee's kind of right back where they
Bisbee does have the
where
ball.
they ended that last drive. Oh, here we go. What's happening?
So the referees are going to meet in the middle of the field. Excuse me, it's going to be Bisbee ball.
Yeah, Bisbee.
So it's going to be Bisbee ball. Sebastian Lopez got an interception and took it into the red zone. So now the referees are going to discuss what's going on the field, and they're going to give this ball to Bisbee, and that's going to be first and 10 inside the 20-yard line. This ball's going to be right on the 16-yard line.
16-yard line. There's a snap.
There we go.
So they're going to hand it off to number 14 for the Pumas, and he's going to break a tackle.
Wow.
And then he's going to get wrapped up and brought down by number 22, Hunter Griesmer, for the Yellow Jackets. But that's going to be number 14 for the Pumas, Mason Richardson on the carry, the senior.
Well, that was a great play by that Tombstone player. He broke a tackle. Looks like he was about to take it to the house, and then that Tombstone player came out of nowhere and made a great play. And now it's 2nd and long here.
Yeah, so I mean, he had room. All he needed to do was break a tackle,
11,
and he couldn't do that. But now Sebastian Lopez is going to be back to pass, and he's going to find an open man in the middle of the field. I believe that's going to be complete. But it looks like he's going to take a little second to get up after the tackle. And that's going to be complete to...
When we get the stadium built, we'll have the Jumbotron on the end and you'll be able to watch instant replay.
I couldn't see who caught the ball. He stayed down a little bit.
Yeah, but it looks like I thought they got a little more yards out of that, but it looks like it was maybe only 5 yards, so it's going to be about 3rd and 7 here for Bisbee.
It's in the budget.
Yeah, and so I mean Bisbee, they're really trying to score here and kind of put this game away.
Yeah, I think if they score here, it's about over. So Tombstone's, I don't know if they got another stop left in them. Played some pretty good defense this half.
It's up
Throw.
and
Whoa.
right to the open
So that's going to be incomplete. way over the head of his receiver. He was trying to put that on a rope.
Yeah, that one got away from him a little bit.
Bringing up fourth
and that's
down.
going to set up about fourth and seven. And again, Tombstone, I think they've had 2 stops this half. I don't know if they got a third one in them, but we're going to see. Again, if Bisbee scores, it's about over. So we'll see if Tombstone's at least got one more stop in them.
Yeah, so I mean, Tombstone's defense, the second half, I mean, they've played pretty well. Bisbee's only scored 1 time so far in the second half.
It's kind of 2 different stories for 2 different halves. The first half, their offense was keeping them in the game. Second half, it's the defense.
So, I mean, now Bisbee, they're facing 4th and 7, and they're going to have to go for it here.
Jackets, see if they can make another stop.
So Sebastian Lopez is going to drop back to pass, and he's going to look for his receiver, and that's incomplete. That's going to be intercepted. That's intercepted by the Yellow Jackets, and that's going to be a touchback.
What yard line were they at? I'm blind. Where was Bisbee at before that?
I believe they were at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So that's a good play by the Yellow Jackets, getting the interception.
Yeah, the last time they made a pick on 4th down, they lost 9 yards, but here they're going to gain some. So that's a great play by them.
Yeah, so I mean, I was kind of astonished that he caught and held on to that ball. He hit the ground, and it looked like the ball bobbled a little bit, but it didn't hit the ground.
Yeah, no, it was a great play. And once again, Tombstone's got, you're saying there's a chance. There's a chance here. They got 7 minutes, 48 seconds left, 27-18. If they want a shot, they got to score this drive.
Yeah, so Tombstone is down right now, 27-18.
Here we go.
And they're trying to score and get back into this game, but they have not scored yet in the second half. So they're going to run the pitch to the far side. That's going to be Kobe Jones, and he's going to gain about
3-4 yards maybe.
2
yards.
I mean, the way we're seeing it, it looked like he got like 5 yards, but they could mark it at about 8 yards.
No, he got a lot more than that. Shoot.
So he got 6 yards.
6 yards.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Yellow Jackets here. We're going to really have to score here. They're going to have to score kind of urgently to get the ball back. They do need to get that back too.
Yeah, Tombstone's kind of bread and butter in this game was running the ball, power running. They don't really have any time for that anymore, so they got to make some chunk plays.
Yeah, so now DJ Elias is going to roll out, finding Hunter Griesmer, and Hunter Griesmer is going to catch it for a first down. He's going to catch it on the ground and go down right as he catches it.
Yeah, the ball's a little low. I mean, it's hard to throw when you're rolling out. Ball's a little low, but the receiver makes a great catch.
So that's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets after getting a first down a third down conversion, I believe. And DJ Elias felt the pressure in the pocket. He escaped the pressure and then found a quick little dump route to Hunter Griesmer.
Well, whatever they got to do, they got to start moving because the clock's running with 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game. So they're shifting right now. They got to snap this ball and they need to start getting rolling here.
So they're lining up in the Wildcat, and they're going to keep the ball with Jemiah Wallace, and he's going to go down the middle and get a first down and then some. So they lined up Jemiah Wallace at quarterback, and he took the snap and faked a handoff to DJ Elias like we saw Bisbee do earlier.
Yep. Cut right up the middle, misdirection. Thought they had the running back. Quarterback kept it right up the middle. Had about 11, 12-yard run. And Tombstone is moving here. But they are running out of time. They got to start moving.
The managers have done it.
And I know these players are staying warm, but up here in Tombstone, it is cold.
Oh, my gosh, it's freezing. It's been so hot all of October. It feels like it's negative 40 degrees. No, it feels cold.
All right, here we go. First down.
So Robert Gray was asking if we cover the Mesa Phoenix game. So we don't. We're only covering Cochise County.
Gets around the corner.
And so
that's a great
I don't have a score for that game, and I apologize.
Hey, there's a shove right there.
So there was almost a fight on this sideline, and the players are going to go back to their teams, and that's going to be a personal foul, I believe, on Bisbee with an extracurricular shove. So now
it was a little chippy. I think DJ definitely had a little bit of a flop in him on that one, but nonetheless, it was he had a little shove, flop to the ground, and he might get 15 yards because of it.
All right.
Yeah, so I mean,
Officiating
these
crew,
personal fouls have been kind of all over the field here in the second half. They've been everywhere.
Yep, there it is.
Personal foul, offsetting.
2 personal fouls.
Correction. Declined.
You know, I think
So
it's two personals you get thrown out the game, right?
Yes.
So I wonder
There'll be a
if
personal foul against Bisbee.
there's been so many personal fouls here tonight. I
Can't
wonder.
let the emotions overtake the game.
I believe it's 2 unsportsmanlike
Oh, 2
conducts, actually,
unsportsmanlike,
yes.
my bad.
So that's going to be a flag on the Pumas, and that's going to move this ball up for the Yellow Jackets. But I wonder where they're going to place this ball.
Well,
So I'm still waiting on them to spot the ball, but Bisbee is going to be on top 27-18 right now with just under 6 minutes left in this ball game.
clock saying about 5 minutes 56 seconds. Tombstone's moving here.
All right, that's
Bisbee's
going to
kind
advance
of helping them though.
So that's going to be first down for the Yellow Jackets, and they're going to move this ball.
Correction.
So they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
All right, that's going to move the chains again for the Yellow Jackets.
So now Tombstone is playing
it's going to be
almost with the referees on their
first and
side
10
for
about
that
the
call.
Bisbee 22-yard line.
And, I mean, Tombstone, now they have to score. They have to force a stop and then try to score again and to take this win.
I wouldn't be shocked if they try to take a shot over top here. This is kind of the area where DJ has had his 3 touchdown passes, so they might take a shot up the sideline.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the point here, right? They're gonna have to throw these balls deep and kind of score in as little amount of time as they can now, so they can get a turnover.
Yeah, last thing you want to do is grind out the clock here and punch it in and only leave yourself a minute left on the clock.
Now, but my question is, can they get a turnover against Bisbee in crunch time?
Scores 27-8.
So they're going to pitch it to Jemiah Wallace. He's going to go down the sideline, and he's going to get popped, and there's going to be a flag.
And we're going to have
So the scoreboard right now is working. So you can see it's working. And I don't think it's gone out yet this fourth quarter. Maybe like twice, 2 or 3 times. But in the third quarter, it was like flicking like a light.
It's doing better. It's giving it all it's got.
Yeah, I mean, the scoreboard is really pushing through this game here. So that's going to be holding against the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, and that's going to bring this ball back.
Instead of second and manageable, now you got first and a mile. So that's huge for Bisbee.
Yeah, so I mean, now Bisbee they have 20 yards to cover, and that's great. They've got to force Tombstone to stay within 20 yards, and that's what they need.
Right,
so they're going to run into Jemiah Wallace down the middle, and he's going to gain maybe about 4. It looks like he's going to gain about 4. And Jemiah Wallace is going to be slow to get up.
Got an injury.
A little bit of a collision there.
Jemiah Wallace is going to be slow to get up.
Bisbee player down.
And there is going to be a Bisbee player down injured right now on the field. And if that's who I think it is, they cannot afford that. That's a tough injury to take. And that's going to be a hard injury to take.
26-yard line.
If that's who I think it is, and it looks like it could be maybe Fabian Hernandez.
Oh, geez.
And I hope it's not. I can't see the number. I'm just basing it off his size because he's a big kid. But that would be a really tough loss for this Pumas team.
All right, and there we go.
So that is who it was. It was Fabian Hernandez.
The fire department.
But, you know, I mean, he popped up. He popped up quick.
On that backboard. They're carrying you.
Yeah, no, that's a good sign.
Just letting everybody know.
That would have been a big
They
loss
are
for
waiting
Bisbee,
to
but
use
good
it.
news, he's back on his feet. I imagine he's probably going to come back right back in this game soon.
Yeah, and I mean, with players like that, you can't really hold them out for injury, you know. You can try all you want, but they're going to come back onto the field because he's a dog.
Yeah, he's gonna fight you on it.
We are grateful for the
Little
Tombstone
update,
Fire
Wilcox is up,
Department
back up
and
on
the
Benson,
Rangers are here
back
too.
up two possessions on Benson, 32-21.
To make sure everybody's
Do we have a score update on the Boyne
doing the
game?
right thing.
I do not, I'm searching for it right now.
So now Tombstone is going to have the ball
This is a
second and
contest. Should
I
be
believe
hard
about
fought, but let's
14.
play it fair.
And they're going to line up in the spread here. And they're going to try to air this ball out, and they're probably going to try to take a shot here. Or they're going to throw a little underneath route, and it looks like he's going to throw Wallace on a wheel,
Step up.
but he's not going to have any real time in the pocket as per usual tonight.
Oh,
And he's swallowed up.
that is intentional
And there's a
grounding.
flag
That is,
for intentional grounding.
yeah, that's 100% going to be intentional grounding. They had him for the sack. He threw it. I don't think it made back the line of scrimmage.
All right, we got a flag on the play.
Yeah, that can't happen if you're Tombstone, but that's a great play by Bisbee. He again, Bisbee is covering downfield. This quarterback for Tombstone, he's just scrambling, buying time, and Bisbee is just not giving him a window to throw to, and it is hard to cover for what seems like 10, 11 seconds downfield that long and still not giving him a window. So that's great by them.
Yeah, and I mean, Tombstone tonight, their offense has not scored yet in the second half.
No.
Right, so I'm keeping that in the back of my mind, that their offense really hasn't produced anything much for this second half.
Again, it's a tale of two different halves. The offense kept them in the game first half.
Bringing up
Second
third
half,
down.
it's been all defense for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. The defense came up big, but same way, Bisbee's defense has come up huge this second half, not letting them get in the end zone once.
Yeah, and I mean, Bisbee's defense has played a game. So that's going to be a play action. DJ's looking for somebody to throw it to, and he's going to try to find Jabari Thomas again. And that was almost intercepted. It looked like it could have been intercepted.
It was underthrown. It was not a great ball. Bisbee had great coverage, but it looks like
All right, bringing up fourth
it looks
down.
like he shoved the receiver at the end of that throw. I was actually kind of shocked that they didn't call pass interference on that one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so I saw that, and I mean, maybe it's because the ball was past his hands. It was uncatchable a little bit, but I would have thrown the flag as a ref.
I don't know, it looked like he didn't let him come back to the ball, but either way, great coverage by Bisbee.
Don't forget to visit.
So Boyne and Moran are tied at 35 right now.
Oh, really? Okay.
So Miranda scored again, and I'd imagine Boyne probably has the ball right now. So Tombstone has the ball. It's going to be 4th and 18, and the Yellow Jackets are going to have to pull something together here. So they're going to hand it off to DJ Elias, and they're going to try to run their first pass. Intercepted by Sebastian Lopez. I saw that coming from a mile away. And he's gonna try to go down the sideline.
Wow.
And he's gonna slide down. And Boyne just kicked the field goal. They're up 38-35 right now.
Man, how many interceptions has that been in this game? I think like 5.
Yeah,
There's been a lot of
interceptions in this game. And that really could just kind of put this ball game away.
You know, that was almost like the play that Tombstone ran when they, I think it was the exact same play near the end of the second half when Tombstone hit that fake reverse, rolled out, threw it down deep. Bisbee didn't bite on it that time. They knew what they were trying, 4th and long. We know you're going to throw it no matter what you do. They were back, ready for it, and Sebastian Lopez makes a great play on the ball. And 4 minutes, 55 seconds left, 27-18. It's looking grim for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets right now.
Yeah, I mean, Bisbee really right now, they just have to kind of run this ball and run out this clock to go home with a dub.
Yeah, Matt.
All right, here we go.
If you're a
First
coach
and
right now,
10,
you are
like
telling all your
Yellow
players,
Jackets
hold on to the ball.
stepping
Hold on to the ball. Do not cough the ball up.
Yeah, so Bryson Meyer, he's going to run the ball to gain about nothing. He's going to lose a yard. He's going to get back to the line, excuse me. So he's going to get back to the line, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Pumas.
You know, you got to give credit to both these defenses second half. It looked like the score was going to be 50-50 after that first half, and now it's both these defenses came out to play.
All right, second down, second and 10.
Here.
Yeah, I mean, Tombstone tonight, their offense played good the first half. Their offense has really struggled the second half. But Bisbee's offense has also kind of struggled a little bit. And Bisbee's defense is playing great.
Yeah, no, it looks like another update. Looks like Wilcox just scored again. They're up 39-21 over the Benson Bobcats.
So now Bisbee is going to run it to the outside. That's going to be, I believe, number 5 for the Pumas. He's going to go down the sideline, and that's a huge gain, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds by Hunter Griesmer. That's going to be number 5 for the Bisbee Pumas. Michael Coronado running down the sideline and getting a breakaway run, and it looks like Bisbee might be trying to score here.
You know, they might be keeping their foot on the gas pedal here, but there's only 3 minutes, 47 seconds. It's getting to the point that if they get another first down or so, they might start kneeing the ball and calling this game a wrap. But great game played by both teams tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, Bisbee right now, they're really going to have to.
Okay. All right, here
Tombstone's going to have to put something together on defense.
Well,
man of motion.
Oh, here we go.
So number 12, Hunter Wright getting the ball.
Great.
Brought down in the backfield. Flag. That's a flag.
And we got a flag.
There's a flag. You got hit too hard, so it's a flag.
Well, I don't know what it is. We'll see here. Maybe it was holding. I don't know, but
yeah,
that was a great. I didn't see who made the tackle, but that was a great play.
This has been a really tough
by that
battle
Yellow
for the
Jacket.
Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, so I don't know what the flag could have
Looks
been.
like it's against.
So that's going to be against Bisbee. That's going to be a flag on Bisbee.
Was it a hold? Looks like we got a hold.
So now it's going to back Bisbee up
Bringing up
10 yards, and that's going to bring up 1st and 24 Bisbee with 3 minutes, 24 seconds and counting. Up 27-18 on the Tombstone Yellow Jackets.
The real thing is the clock's running on these Yellow Jackets. So, to be honest with you, if I'm Bisbee, I'm thinking, hey, just hold on to this ball. If we need to punt, whatever. We're up 2 possessions. You can't force a turnover. You can't. Last thing you want to do is throw a pick. You know what I mean? So I'd imagine they're just, well, there they go. They throw it. I'm kind of surprised by that.
And
so that's a screen pass to Hunter Wright. We saw that to open up the second half.
Yeah.
36-yard line.
And now they're going to run it again.
Yellow Jackets call timeout. I was about to say, if he ran out of bounds there, that would have stopped the clock. That would have helped the Yellow Jackets, but he's managed to stay in bounds. Tombstone forced Tombstone to call timeout. 2 minutes, 52 seconds left.
We wish the cheerleaders
Bisbee's up 27-18. And it's about 3rd and a mile right now. But again, if I'm Bisbee, I'm thinking we're just going to run this ball and punt it.
Yeah, I mean, again, I can't credit both of these teams' defenses in the second half enough. The Bisbee Pumas defense has held Tombstone scoreless in the second half after giving up 3 touchdowns. And the Tombstone defense has held Bisbee to only 1.
Yeah, I mean, and Bisbee looked like they were doing that first half and opening the third quarter. Bisbee looked like they could do whatever they wanted. Looked like run the ball, throw the ball, whatever. It just looked too easy for them. And then Tombstone's defense, I don't know if they made if they saw something, they schemed up something, but either way, they've played a great half. And
yeah, I mean, they've scored on offense and special teams, and I really think Tombstone and Bisbee have scored the same amount of touchdowns tonight. On offense, they've scored the same amount of touchdowns tonight offensively. So, I mean...
so they ran the ball like I thought.
Going to bring up 3rd down.
Oh, no, sorry. I thought it was already 3rd down. My bad.
And we're going to have a timeout.
So Tombstone's going to call a timeout again. But like I was saying, I mean, both of these offenses have scored the same amount of touchdowns tonight, and that kickoff return by Sebastian Lopez is really the difference maker here.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I forgot all that. It's that special teams touchdown. The special teams is what's winning the game for Bisbee right now.
Yeah, so I mean, Bisbee has special teams. Like they have a really good special teams. They've been making special plays all night. and they have special players.
Yeah, they, well, you know, it's funny. And also it's the extra points. So speaking of special teams, Tombstone, they didn't score one extra point.
All right, here we go. Third
out
down.
of the 3 touchdowns. So
Third and about 11.
And Bisbee, I think they got an extra point, a 2-point conversion here and there. So that's definitely helped them.
Yeah, and I mean, Bisbee here tonight, I mean, they've been playing lights out. Bisbee has played a great football game, but so is Tombstone. I mean, this really shows, I feel like Tombstone is one of those teams that,
All right, there's a snap.
There you go.
if they made the playoffs, they could be a great team. And that's going to be number 5, Michael Coronado, getting the screen pass. But he will be tackled
And going to be
by number 5, DJ Elias, number 10, Jemiah
They
Wallace.
tried to screen pass, tried to get a one-on-one situation. Tombstone made a great play on the ball. They
Going to
called,
bring up 4th down.
Tombstone called that timeout, right?
Tombstone did call a timeout.
I believe that's their
Remember to
last
listen to
timeout.
So you can
So,
hear the final score.
They're hoping, I'm probably hoping Bisbee's going to punt, but to be honest with you,
Trying to help them.
Bisbee might go for this here.
Yeah, so I mean,
Cool FM. I follow Cool FM.
So, I mean, Tombstone right now, they're in a situation where they're playing a 2-minute and 30-second football game right now. They have to score twice in 2 minutes, 30 seconds if they were to get the ball back here.
Yeah, that's a tough ask. Obviously, if Tombstone gets us, there's a lot of ifs. They got to make a stop, got to score, kick an onside, get the onside score again. That's a lot. So, we'll see. Bisbee's going for it. They're not going to punt. They're going to throw it back.
And
Oh, what a play.
he is
And he's off to the races.
So that's a screen pass to
First
Bryson
down.
Meyer, tunnel screen.
balls ground.
And, I mean,
And
Bryson Myers played a
Bisbee
great game
first
tonight.
down.
That's, I mean, I don't know what else there really is to say about Bryson Meyer tonight. He's played a lights-out game so far.
Oh, we got a flag. Of course.
So there's a flag 15 seconds after the play is done.
ball's about the 11-yard line.
So going into halftime, Tombstone kicked the ball from Bisbee's 35-yard line. And the reason for that was because of there were 3 personal fouls on the call.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
And all 3 of them were assessed on the kickoff. So Tombstone didn't get the extra 2 points because it really didn't matter to go into halftime. Bisbee was going to knee it out, right? So Tombstone was kicking the ball from the 35-yard line. And Bisbee knew what they were going to do with the ball, so they, of course, assessed them on the kick. Tombstone, of course, assessed them on the kickoff, and so it caused
So,
Bisbee to take a knee ultimately.
yeah, I mean, it's 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Tombstone doesn't have any timeouts. You know.
2:30 on
I'd
the clock.
imagine they're going to take a knee in this game. Well, I don't know.
So it's 1st and 25
First
now,
and 24.
and the Bisbee Pumas have the ball, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left, and they can put the game away here.
Yeah, I imagine they're just going to run it 3 times, 4 times, whatever, and
And that's what they're going to do. Number 2 for the Pumas.
All right, there's a run up the middle. Puts him about the
Just keep this
15-yard
clock
line.
running.
That's going to be Jackson Alvarez
A
gaining
little bit of gain.
about 10 yards for the Pumas.
Everyone do.
And that's
going to
set up a second and
tonight.
15.
Watch out for the big critters.
So now Bisbee's going to be responsible to just run this clock out. There's going to be 2 minutes left on the clock. And it looks like Miranda is going to be on top of Boyna right now, 42-38.
Boyna, hey, no matter what, Boyna's played a heck of a game tonight. Got to give it to them.
All right,
Just like
Boyna,
these
second
guys,
down.
Tombstone, Bisbee, both have played a heck of a game tonight. Great football tonight.
So Bisbee is going to be on top right now, 27-18.
There you go, dive right up the middle in the pistol
They're going
formation.
to run the ball once again to Jackson Alvarez, and he's going to get
Looks like
stopped
Big T
behind the
was
line
on
of
the play.
scrimmage. But that clock is going to continue to run now. And this is a rivalry game. You can just feel the energy here. You've been able to feel it all game, but right now the energy
For everyone
seems
that
low.
stayed this evening.
That's
I know some of you had to stay because you had to take your player home.
3rd and a mile. We're approaching 1 minute left. Bisbee's is probably going to be the last play of the game, I'd imagine, if
All right, here we
they
go.
run
Third
this
down.
ball here.
Yeah, so I mean, Bisbee now, they can put this game away. There's 50 seconds left on the clock. But they're going to run
Quick
the option
option
to Bryson Meyer,
Option
and he's
to
going
the
to try to
side,
go outside.
And there is
And that's going to be 40 seconds left on the clock, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Pumas. And this is going to be more than likely the ball game. I mean, Bisbee has not been able to score again since their one score in the third quarter. But, I mean, they've been able to hold Tombstone scoreless in the second half, and that's what the
And I
difference
think,
is here.
And
well,
again, thank you to the Bisbee fans for coming out,
we're running under 20 seconds.
supporting your team. Thank you to all the Tombstone
They
Yellow
might
Jackets.
snap it one more time here. We're at 10 seconds left in the game. They
So
might
this-
just
Not the
hand it
result
off
we
and end the
wanted,
game.
but thank you
So
all
this is
for
going to be
your
the last
support.
play of the game. Sebastian Lopez is going to
Oh,
drop
they're
back
going
to
to throw
pass.
it.
Oh, my
They're
gosh.
gonna throw it. Just
Passes
to,
up. And
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
just
That had
to
to have been the
insult
most
injury.
disrespectful thing I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
I've never seen that before. That's
Everyone
pretty
be
wild
safe.
that they did
Thank
that.
you.
So
You don't have to
Bisbee
go
catches
home,
the
but
win.
you
They
do
catch
need
the
to
region
leave.
title.
Yeah,
They catch the region title tonight.
Yeah, they'll most likely win next week. Probably finish the season 9-1 and have a home playoff game here.
And so for the most part, I mean, that kind of wraps up Tombstone's playoff hopes. And, I mean, now Tombstone's got to look forward to next season, next week as well.
Well, you know, they got one more game left. They, what are they, 5-4? They could finish off the season with a winning record, you know what I mean? And they could hang their hats on that. They played a great game tonight, made some great plays. But, you know, Bisbee was just better tonight, so congrats.
So your
Bisbee.
final score from Tombstone, Arizona is going to be the Bisbee Pumas 27 and the Tombstone Yellow Jackets 18. Bisbee's going to catch the win over Tombstone. And this game is going to be brought to you by SSVEC, Sulphur Springs, Valley Electric Cooperative, serving our community, the Morse Automotive Group, formerly Lawely Automotive, now serving Cochise County. The Morse Automotive Group Sierra Vista will be about supporting the community and giving you the best vehicle buying experience possible. We are committed to making a long-lasting, positive relationship with the community. Stop in today and experience the difference. The Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, proud to support our young athletes all season long. If you're in the market to buy or sell, make your first call to the real estate experts at 717-599-2439. BARNETT'S Towing and BARNETT'S Propane, serving our community since 1963. Copper Queen Community Hospital of Cochise County. Their new physical therapy department is now open in Hereford. Physical therapy clinics in Bisbee and Douglas also provide the highest quality of services to outpatients and home health patients of all ages. Make an appointment today with one of their doctors of physical therapy today at 520-432-6435. The Sierra Vista Sonic Drive-In, proud to sponsor our local youth sports coverage. Come to Sonic every Wednesday for Wacky Pack Wednesday, where kids' meals are only $2.49 with no limit. Big Mike at All Pro Pest Management, our #1 choice for pest control in Cochise County. Veteran owned and operated with your satisfaction, Mike's Guarantee, on Facebook at All Pro Pest Management. Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Contact Grasshopper Landscaping for all your landscaping needs. Serving Cochise County, visit them on Facebook or call 520-456-8945. Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, now open Saturdays 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Sierra Vista Medical Group, when you experience an illness or injury, Sierra Vista Medical Group is here. We are doctors, nurses, and caregivers who are dedicated to getting you back to the community you love. Dedicated to helping you live your healthiest life. Connect with a provider today at svmedicalgroup.org or call 520-263-3500. Saguaro Air Solutions, LLC of Sierra Vista, for guaranteed honest service to Saguaro Air Solutions, a locally owned and operated company offering heating and cooling system servicing, repair, and replacement, plus certified duct cleanings. Call 520-699-4237 to learn about our limited time offer of $85 for furnace service, available during September and redeemable in October. Go to Saguaro Air Solutions. And with that being said, I want to give a huge thank you to my guest commentator tonight, Tristan Lohr from Marine Academy. Thank you, Tristan. And this is Logan Seeley live with Cool FM, signing out. And until next time.